Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Pittsfield Suns pregame show on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
Here's the first pitch. Hot shot. High fly ball. Deep right field, and this one is gone. A moonshot by Patrick Sullivan, and a hanging ball over the plate skies this one deep to right field. A 3-run homer in his debut, Patrick Sullivan.
And now we'll take you to the birthplace of baseball, Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and Paul Dowd Field at historic Wacona Park.
Long hold, exhales, the 0-2. Hot shot past the diving second baseman Ricciardi. Another RBI single. They're going to round the next runner, and there will be no throw. A 2 RBI single by Brian McHale, and the game has been flipped for the momentum, and now the Suns lead it by a score of 5-2.
And now, here are your hosts for Pittsfield Suns Baseball, Billy Madewell, Steve O'Brien, and Colin Quinn.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Happy Independence Day, and welcome to Paul Dowd Field at historic Wacona Park in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, as the Pittsfield Suns kick off the 4th of July with FCBL action against the visiting North Shore Navigators. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening and watching in. My name is Billy Madewell, alongside me, Steve O'Brien Jr., Colin Quinn. Guys, happy Independence Day.
Happy 4th, everyone. This is going to be a good matchup today against the North Shore Navigators. North Shore struggle a little bit as of late, but it's still a very talented lineup and pitching staff. Just a quick little note for you before we get started. They will be debuting 5 of their top 6 qualified hitters in today's game will North Shore. So they're coming out swinging today.
Definitely going to be a good one. Happy 4th of July to everyone out there. This one is set to be something to watch here in the Futures League tonight. The Navigators and the Suns have really gone back and forth all season long in the standings, and now they meet here for the second time at Wacona Park this season. And like you said, the big bats are really out to play today, especially for the Suns. The Navigators have them out there as well, so it's going to be quite the game that we have here today, quite the festivities here at Wacona Park as well.
And we're going to get you into a trip around the FCBL, give you some action before we head into tonight's action.
Sounds good. Taking a look at FCBL action. Lots of stuff going on. Last night, Nashua and Worcester with a double header. Nashua takes both of those games. The first one by a final score of 15-2. Nashua scored 15 runs on 16 hits. Worcester, meanwhile, could only put up 2 runs on 9 hits. Nashua put the game out of reach with an 8-run, 6th inning. Jared Dupere, Luis Atiles, and Joe Bramante led the charge offensively for the Silver Knights. Dupere 4 for 5 with 4 RBI and a homer. Luis Atiles 3 for 5 and Joe Bramante 3 for 3, all for Nashua. Again, Nashua takes the second game of the doubleheader as well, 7-6. Nashua scored 7 runs, all 7 of them on only 5 hits. Mariano Ricciardi with 3 RBI on the evening, and Dylan Jones with his 22nd RBI of the season. Westfield beat the Brockton Rocks 4-3 last night, helping out your Pittsfield Suns. Westfield with a 2-run 9th inning. They walked it off in Westfield. Anthony Calarco for the Rocks was 3 for 3, and Angelo Diaquinto for the Westfield Starfires collected a double and a triple. Lastly, last night's action, Bristol beat these North Shore Navigators that you are about to see 5-4. Bristol had a 4-run 8th inning to put them over the top. Parker Upton for the Blues, 3 for 5 and a run scored. That was last night's action in the FCBL. Taking a look at tonight's action, Nashua at Worcester. Again, that is the 3rd consecutive game between those 2 teams, almost like a standard 3-game MLB series. Nashua leads that one 6-5 in the bottom of the 8th. Pittsfield and North Shore about to kick off here at Wacona Park, and later tonight at 7 p.m., Brockton at Bristol. One of the best teams in the league facing one of the hottest teams in the league. That one is sure to bring on some 4th of July fireworks. Lastly, a look at the FCBL standings. Your Pittsfield Suns are on top of the league with a 16-11 mark. Bristol, having been cooled off somewhat by Pittsfield in our last home game, now 8-2 in their last 10. 15-12 overall. They sit a game behind, as does Brockton at 16-13. They've lost 2 in a row, and they are 5-5 in their last 10. North Shore 15-14. They are 3-7 in their last 10. They sit 2 games behind the first place Suns. Nashua has won 3 in a row to bounce back after a lengthy losing streak. They're 15-15 and even 500, still 4-6 in their last 10. Worcester 14-15. They're 3 games back, having dropped back-to-back contests. And Westfield, after the walk-off win last night, is now 9-20. They are 8 games out of first place. That has been your look around the FCBL. We will have more of that for you later in the broadcast. Gentlemen.
Well, we have an option right now. We're going to give you an exclusive interview. We, as in Colin. He's going to be bringing you an exclusive interview with who, Colin? Who did he?
Mr. Jeff Bogus, guy who went 3 for 5 last game, really put on a show for us. So got to sit down and talk with Jeff Bogus about a couple things not related to baseball and related to baseball.
All right, we'll get to that when we come back. You're listening to the Pittsfield Suns pregame show on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
You must be your fairy godmother. Yes.
It doesn't take a fairy godmother to tell you that the right fit means everything.
Good heavens, child. You can't go in that.
Children under 4'9" need to be in a booster seat because they aren't ready for adult safety belts alone. Many parents miss the important step of booster seats.
Maybe you better explain things to him.
Booster seats raise your child up so that a safety belt designed for adults will fit and protect them properly.
Oh, that does make a difference.
Remember that 4'9" is the magic number, and get your little pumpkin there safely in a booster seat.
Hop in, my dear. Oh, thank you.
And like Cinderella, you can live happily ever after.
It's like a dream. A wonderful dream come true.
For more information, visit boosterseat.gov. This has been a message from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Pittsfield Suns pregame show on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network. I'm Colin Quinn, standing alongside outfielder for the Pittsfield Suns, Jeff Bogus. Jeff, how are you today?
I'm doing good. It's a beautiful day out in Pittsfield.
Sure is. So you put on a show last time out against the Bristol Blues, including launching your first home run of the season. How did it feel to get that one out of the way? And did you know it was gone off the crack of the bat?
Definitely it was gone. I got my pitch I was looking for, and I delivered. So it felt good off the bat.
Yeah, it looked good too as well. You guys have some real studs in the lineup, including yourself. What are the biggest keys to success that you guys have had all summer long?
I wouldn't necessarily put all towards our hitters. I mean, we have really stacked hitters, but I think our pitchers have definitely kept us in the games and helped us stay in the games, getting us in deep and keeping the score low so we can do good in the 9th inning, and we usually end up winning.
Your team was able to take part in the 4th of July parade around town. What was that like, and seeing all the support from the fans in the city?
Oh, it was awesome. I didn't even know that many people lived in Pittsfield. It was cool seeing all the people, the whole community come together, and it was really cool to see.
You guys got a huge game tonight against the North Shore Navigators. It seems like the Suns and the Navigators have been going back and forth in the standings all summer long so far. What needs to be on point tonight in order to make sure you guys get the victory?
As I mentioned before, our pitcher needs to come out and pound the strike zone, and of course our hitters need to come through and get hits, and hopefully we hit the ball out of the park like we did last game.
Well, we wish you good luck, and it's Jeff Bogus, outfielder for the Pittsfield Suns. Jeff, thank you so much for joining me.
Yes, sir, of course.
We'll be right back with the pregame show on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
They're your friends. They're your neighbors. They're even famous entertainers. They're teachers.
Okay, class, settle down. Open your book.
They're scientists and astronauts. They're hams. They're 650,000 strong, and they're just like you. Earning your amateur radio license is easy. Just contact the American Radio Relay League at 1-800-326-3942.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pittsfield Suns pregame show on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network. Again, want to wish you a happy Independence Day as we're waiting for starting lineups here for the Pittsfield Suns. They're currently announcing right now the North Shore Navigators. But a fantastic day for baseball. Very hot, very humid, hovering around mid to higher 80s. And why don't we give you the starting lineup?
Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Pittsfield Suns.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Harris.
Brought to you by Pittsfield Lawn and Tractor. Leading off the second baseman with baseball buddy Jackson Hand from the University of Rhode Island, number 23, Mark Coley. Batting second at the right fielder with baseball buddy Brody Hand from Oklahoma State, number 36, Caden Schrenkel. Batting third, the first baseman with baseball buddy Chris Paul from Casco, Hernando State, number 43, Connor Berry. Batting fourth, the catcher with baseball buddy Cooper Paul from the University of Pennsylvania, number 13, Jackson Peterson. Batting fifth, the designated hitter with baseball buddy Tanner White from Eastern Connecticut State, number 27, Matt Malcolm. Batting sixth, the left fielder from Kansas State University, number 18, Jeff Bogus. Batting seventh, the shortstop from the University of Oklahoma, number 40, Bryce Osmond. Batting eighth, the center fielder from Kansas State University, number 34, Dom Hughes. And batting ninth, the third baseman from Pensacola State College, number 1, Jack Kolubovic. And the starting pitcher for the Pittsfield Suns tonight from Babson College, number 14, Mike Noki. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could all please rise and remove all hats as we honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem. Performing tonight's anthem, please welcome Laura Frank.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare from up the stadium edge yet proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the
An Independent Day national anthem has been sung. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all set for 4th of July Pittsfield Suns baseball. We will now give you the starting lineup for the visiting North Shore Navigators.
For the North Shore Navigators, leading off will be the third baseman, number 11, Andrew Olzak. Batting next will be the first baseman, number 25, Colin Wetterow. In left field tonight, batting third is number 2, Sean Lawler. The cleanup hitter is in center field, number 33, Ben Algieri. The right fielder today is number 16, Cade Kretschmar. Logan Bravo is at shortstop. He bats 6th. Madoc Fisher, number 48, is the DH, batting 7th. Keegan Calero is the 8th hitter. He plays second base tonight. And rounding out the lineup for the North Shore Navigators is the catcher, number 1, Nolan Watson. They will be opposing Pittsfield Suns pitcher, the righty, Mike Noki.
Who has great decisions. He, in 3 starts, is 3-0 with a 1.58 ERA. 17 innings pitched, 18 hits, 9 runs, 3 of them earned. 4 walks to 10 strikeouts. This coming from the 2018 closer for the Sun squad, who was an all-star snub last year. But boy, howdy, has he picked up the pace, especially in the starting role. He has been very deadly, especially against lefties, which is hard to do against righties.
Taking a look at the defensive alignment for the Suns this afternoon. Again, Mike Noki on the hill. He'll be caught this afternoon by Jackson Peterson. From third to first across the infield, it's Kalumovic, Osmond, Coley, and Barry. And left to right across the outfield is Bogus, Hughes, and Trenkle. The defensive alignment for your Pittsfield Suns on this 4th of July afternoon.
Outfield dimensions here at Paul Dowd Field at Wacona Park come as follows. 310 down the left field line, 377 in left field, 374 in center field. 403, the power alley, deepest part of the ballpark, that sits in right center field. And down the right field line, 305.
The third baseman, number 11, Andrew Olzak.
We just heard third baseman number 11, Andrew Olzak, will step up to the dish to begin this 4th of July contest. Olzak, 321 hitter, homer, 19 RBI. The 19 mark leads the team. As Noki gets set, so does Olzak. Here's the first pitch of Independence Day 2019. That one misses inside for a ball. The count is 1-0. This contest starting at 6:32 p.m. The 1-0. That hits in there for a called strike, 1-1. Called ball and called strike by Kyle Williams, home plate umpire, and on the bases tonight, Derek Kavinsky. Here is the 1-1. This one inside-out swing going right field side, and it will go foul.
Kind of a funky swing there by Olzak. And for the Pittsfield Suns, they kind of got lucky there. If that one would have dropped on the line, it would have been a fair ball and possibly 2 bases because no one was really close to that. Connor Berry kind of took a couple steps back from first base and realized that was going to go foul, so no need to even rush over to that one. No chance for him to even get there.
Especially on a hot and humid day like today, you don't want to expend the energy if you don't need to.
Especially in the top of the first.
Noki has a sign and the wind and the deal. The 1-2 just barely able to get a piece of that. It's now 1-2.
Olzak is a guy that does have an appearance on the mound this season. Went 1 inning, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned. No walks, no strikeouts. That came on the 26th of June against the Bristol Blues in the loss.
The 1-2 off the nub of the bat. And again, we'll go to 1-2.
He's definitely a guy that can hit the ball. 321 average, a home run, 19 RBIs, which Billy mentioned leads the Navigators and is close to the top of the SCBL this season.
Again, the 1-2 from Noki out in front. This one headed over towards Coley on the slow roller. Flip over to first in time.
You're absolutely right, though, calling this the top of this lineup for the Navigators today is absolutely stacked. Olzak, Lawler, Wetero, Melgeri, and Calero. Again, 5 of their top 6 qualified hitters in terms of average this season.
Here's the first baseman, number 25, left-handed hitting Colin Wetero. 311 hitter, homer, 14 RBI. Here's the first pitch against the lefty. That one misses outside, 1-0.
Wetero was hitting a 265 just a couple of short days ago on June 27th. He's raised that average to a 311 average today.
Good location there on the fastball. Looked like a 2-seamer, and that hits on the outside corner. About thigh high for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone. Just getting underway in Pittsfield on Independence Day as the Pittsfield Suns host the visiting North Shore Navigators. That one slapped foul back to his own dugout along the first base side. Will now go to a 1-2 count.
Wetero actually connected for his first home run last night when the North Shore Navigators were in Bristol taking on the Blues in a 5-4 loss. He also had a double in that game, went 2 for 4 with 2 runs.
Noki with the nod. Fires. 1-2. That one misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here to Wetero.
Moreover, he's on a 7-game hitting streak right now, is Wetero.
Does have it going on as of late.
2-2. That one slapped again towards Coley. Takes a weird hop. He gathers it, however. Great recovery there. And that'll be the second out of the inning.
That's the way it's been all season long for Mark Coley at second base, and to a lesser degree in right field. He's been a defensive, steady state for the Suns.
Another
Very
lefty.
reliable.
It'll be a left fielder and hitter. Number 2, Sean Lawler. Lawler, 316 batter, 3 homers, 18 RBI. There's 3 homers, second on the team behind Bravo. This one, a hot shot over to Osmond, just over his head. This will go into left field for a base knock.
That is not easy to do over the head of Osmond, that is. He is a tall fellow out there at shortstop. A nice hit by Lawler, placing it perfectly.
Center fielder number 33, Ben Malgeri, will slip back to the right-hand side. Malgeri, 309 hitter, homer, 12 RBI. And you look at the runner on first now in Lawler. He's 4 for 5 in stolen base attempts, so Noki's going to have to pay some extra special attention to him. And the first pitch, that just misses low over the plate, 1-0.
Malgeri, 21 strikeouts in 55 at-bats. So it is very capable of striking out.
1-0. Swung on, headed over to short. This one easily grabbed there by Osmond this time. Over to Coley, who's been involved with almost every play. And that'll be a fielder's choice, 6-4 to end the inning with no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. We now head to the home half of the first. No score between the Suns and the Navigators. And now we present to you the starting lineup for your Pittsfield Suns on Independence Day.
Taking a look at the lineup for the Pittsfield Suns, leading off will be the man that made 2 plays in that first inning. It's Mark Coley. He leads off. He's at second base. Caden Trinkle, the right fielder, bats second. Connor Berry is the first baseman, batting third. And the cleanup position is the home run king, as he likes to call him, Jackson Peterson. Matt Malcolm is the DH. He bats fifth. Jeff Bogus, who I talked to in the pregame show, is in left. He bats sixth. Bryce Osmond, who made that final play of the top of the first inning, is that shortstop, batting seventh. Dom Hughes is out in center field today, batting eighth. And rounding out the lineup for the Pittsfield Suns is the third baseman today, number 1, Jack Kalumovic. And they will be opposed by North Shore Navigators starter Tristan Sarcone.
Sarcone on the season is 0-1 with a 5.25 ERA in 4 appearances, 2 starts. This will be his 5th and 3rd, respectively. On the season, he's pitched 12 innings, 9 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, 7 walks to 17 strikeouts. That being from the lefty and Wacona Park only northpaw.
Well, Sarcone is a guy that has already faced the Suns 2 times this season, 1 on the road right here at Wacona Park and 1 at home back in North Shore. He took the loss, his only record of showing this season 0-1 record. It was a loss right here at Wacona Park in a 5-3 victory for the Pittsfield Suns when Sarcone went 2 innings, giving up 2 runs. 1 of them earned 3 hits and did have 2 strikeouts in that one.
Defensively, the Navigators will line up as follows. Nolan Watson is behind the plate catching Tristan Sarcone today. From third to first, it's Olzak, Bravo, Calero, and Wetero. And from left to right across the outfield, it's Lawler, Malgeri, and Kretschmar. That is how the North Shore Navigators will present themselves on this 4th of July afternoon.
It'll be interesting to see how comfortable Sarcone is with the Pittsfield Suns here. As you already seen him, this will be his 3rd time already at home on June 29th. Just recently, it was a 3 2/3 of an outing for Sarcone, giving up 3 hits, 3 runs, all 3 of them earned, 3 walks, but 4 strikeouts. So a guy that has had his struggles against the Pittsfield Suns this season getting the start.
Leading things off for the Suns will be Mark Coley, that being the second baseman, number 23, involved in all 3 outs last inning, 2 assists, 1 putout. Batting .301 with 5 homers, 17 RBI. Good for second on the team in both homers and RBI. First pitch, that one misses inside from the lefty to the righty.
Talked about how North Shore is trotting out their best hitters for this game. Well, Pittsfield's not too far behind them.
That one bounces in and gets a piece of Kyle Williams, home plate umpire. He's going to take some time to recover here. Pitch is 2-0.
Matt Malcolm, Jack Kolimovic, Jackson Peterson, Mark Coley, and Jeff Bogus. Again, 5 of the top 6 hitters on the team. They are in the lineup today.
And you have the man in cleanup who is way up there in MVP votes this season. As this one's drilled out to left. Lawler, however, he's right there to collect the line out. L7.
Yes, that's to say nothing of Connor Berry, who's a cool 15 for 40 on the year.
Not too bad.
Right fielder number 36. That'll be Caden Schrenkel. Will take in from the left-hand side. Schrenkel really improving after a slow start. He's 245, 2 homers, 8 RBI, 5 walks to 11 strikeouts. But boy, has he really turned it on as of late. First pitch is fouled back, 0-1.
Has he ever? He was hitting 200 on June 26th, and they lost to the Brockton Rocks when he went 0 for 5, but since then has really turned it on.
Here's the 0-1. This one laced over towards the first baseman, slows it right down on the ball that hits the infield grass. It'll be Redero who takes it himself on the unassisted ground out. First baseman number 43, Connor Berry, still not officially on the leaderboard, but he does have quite a nice average. 375, hitter, no homer, 1 RBI. He's batting 15 for 40 in 10 games, this being his 11th. This pitch bounces in for a ball. The count is 1-0.
Oh, and real casually, he may or may not have a hit in every game he's appeared in this year. So
at least one.
Hitter.
Very reliable bat.
If he were to qualify, he'd be tied for 3rd in the league in hitting. The 1-0. Hot shot up the middle, and this one is past the diving second baseman Calero, and that'll be a base hit for the Pittsfield Suns. A bit of deja vu. Didn't we see this already? 2 outs, then a single?
Sure did. Sean Lawler with the single for the Navigators. Now Connor Berry right back up the middle. And he now rides an 11-game hitting streak.
Real casual 11-game streak.
Here is one of the FCBL's Player of the Month as the catcher spot. Number 13, Jackson Peterson. Boy, what a season has it been for him. Peterson, 301 hitter, 6 homers, leads the team. 23 RBI, leads the team. And also, he's way up there when it comes to RBI in the league as well. He's 2nd in the league in both homers and RBI behind Mitch D'Onofrio, who was the Player of the Month. That pitch is in there, called strike. Not a bad lineup to have, which is just showing how great Mitch D'Onofrio has been doing this season as well.
He has been truly special. A sneaky power guy. He doesn't have the frame for it necessarily, but
check swing, but it's on the inside corner nonetheless. It's 0-2. And forgot to mention, Connor Berry, he continues his hit streak.
Yes, sir.
Good size lead there for Berry on first. Here's the 0-2. That pitch is up high for a ball. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Berry is 3 for 3 in stolen base attempts. The question is, are they going to test the catcher Watson early? Here's the 1-2. Off the end of the bat, good defensive swing there from Peterson. Count is 1-2.
Looking down the right field line along that fencing there, quite a bit fuller than where you necessarily have seen so far at Wacona Park. Not a surprise by any means, as it is the 4th of July, but very nice to see the park filling up.
Yeah, you're going to see a ton of people here today. Standing room only.
Certainly.
Here's the 1-2. Check swing. Thought that was an appeal. It was not, but either way, the pitch misses inside, maybe low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone, and a runner on first. As Berry continued his 11-game hitting streak, it is now 11 games. Sarcone with a pitch. Caught on a miss for strike 3. Down goes Peterson, chasing the high pitch. And that's going to end the inning. No runs off of one hit, no errors, and one man left. We now head through one full inning of play to the top of the second. No score between the visiting North Shore Navigators and the hosting Pittsfield Suns. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
They're your friends. They're your neighbors. They're even famous entertainers. They're teachers.
Okay, class, settle down. Open your books.
They're scientists and astronauts. They're hams. They're 650,000 strong, and they're just like you. Earning your amateur radio license is easy. Just contact the American Radio Relay League at 1-800-326-3942.
Do you suffer from the heartbreak of brain rot, feeling bored, sluggish, listless, not had a new idea in days? Using electronic gizmos without a clue why they work? Now there's help. Ham radio, guaranteed to stimulate your corroding neurons and open a whole new world of excitement. To learn more about ham radio, go to helloradio.org.
Side effects of ham radio usage include mental stimulation, desire for education, new career paths, understanding of technology, and cases of addiction have been reported. If you experience any of these symptoms, you're welcome.
Ham radio. It's not your granddaddy's radio anymore.
Hi, this is Paul McCartney on behalf of RAD. If you're drinking, you can't drive my car or any car. Remember, if you're partying this holiday season, don't drink and drive. Got it? It's just not worth it. Doesn't make sense. Thank you.
Yes, I'm gonna be a star.
Public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Now the top of the second with right fielder number 16, Cade Kretschmar. He'll dig in from the left-hand side. Kretschmar, batting .235 in 17 games played. 2 homers, 10 RBI. Time is called. Looks like there was the second baseman there, Coley, who wants to intrude on the contest by tying his shoes. I mean, what a terrible person. Here's the first pitch. That one misses low and in for a ball. The count is 1-0 against the lefty Kretschmar.
Kretschmar, 2 home runs on the season. Once again, one of those home runs coming last night in a loss to the Bristol Blues.
Here's a 1-0. That one is in the dirt. Now 2 balls, no strikes. Capacity crowd on hand, standing room only. 4th of July baseball, Pittsfield, Massachusetts, the norm. Can hear fireworks in the background too. It's a little too bright for us to really see it, but hey, whatever melts your butter. Fastball that hits the outside corner, called strike 2-1. Are you guys a daytime fireworks person?
Not at all. I can't say I've ever been a part of that. No,
me either.
I can't see it either. Here's a 2-1. That one goes out into left field. It's laced and playing this one off a hop. Noah gets by the left fielder. And let's see, the throw into second is going to be cut off. That'll be a single by Kretschmar and an error on the left fielder. Bogus, who just overplayed it. And it took a weird hop towards him. I don't know exactly what happened, but that one's definitely going to go down as a single and an error.
Well, it almost looked like he couldn't decide whether to try and dive for that ball or play it on a hop. Kind of got caught in no man's land there, so to speak.
So now bring up the shortstop, number 23, Logan Bravo. Bravo, big heavy hitter, batting .247, 4 homers, leads the team, 13 RBI. That hits outside corner for a called strike, 0-1.
I think you said it right there. It was really kind of a tough play out there for Bogus. Not sure if he should dive for it. Not sure if he had a beat on it. And then by the time he made his decision, and it was too late and the ball was past him.
The Navigators have 10 batters in double-digit RBI. This one gets away from the catcher. And that's it. They're going to hold him up. Yes, they are. That's going to be a ball and a wild pitch. Runner advances all the way to third now with nobody gone.
This is a good opportunity for North Shore to try to put a run up here early. Gotten this this runner in Kretschmar advanced almost on a pair of gifts there from the Suns.
A 1-1. That's one, a high fly ball going deep to left. Underneath this is Bogus. He is going to reach over to his left. The throw in is going to be late, and that'll be a sac fly there for the Navigators, who take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, good piece of hitting there. That's all you really needed to do if you're Bravo. Just get it up in the air and deep enough to score the runs. Exactly what he did. Puts the Navigators ahead 1-0.
That'll be an unearned run at this point in juncture. Here's the designated hitter number 18, Madoc Fisher. Taking a peek at Fisher. He's only played in one game, and he went 0 for 1. This will be his first start and his first actual game that he's played in other than being a pinch hitter. First pitch against the lefty misses outside, 1-0. This one inside out swing pushed down left field line, foul.
Fisher from Wayne, New Jersey, 6'1", 195. Will be a Rosington senior at Salem State University.
Noki with the 1-1 and misses low. Now the count is 2-1. Here is a 2-1 from Noki. Right back to the pitcher. Oh, off his hand. This one's going to go to third, but no play. They're going to check here on Noki. Time is called, and that one stung.
Definitely did. Right off the hand there. He's kind of shaking and walking around the mound now.
It's going to be an infield single.
Just a tough play for the Suns. Osman was moving up toward the second base back to try and make a play on that. Should it have gotten past Noki, but the deflection off the hand puts it right out to the left of the pitcher's mound from our perspective. No one even close to try and make a play on it.
Trainer's going to come out. They're going to test his hand, make sure everything's set.
Probably going to take a couple of warm-up pitches for sure here.
Yeah, they're just testing it right now. And while we have a quick minute, why don't we give you some current scores of what's happening around the FCBL and also maybe MLB.
Aye, aye, boss. Taking a look at the FCBL, we have one game that has gone final. Excuse me, taking a look at Tuesday's scores. We define today's scores. There we go. Bottom of the 8th currently. Worcester leading Nashua 9-6. Brockton and Bristol just about to kick off. They're in the pregame right now. And the North Shore Navigators lead your Pittsfield Suns 1-0 here in the top of the second. Again, that is your FCBL look for the evening.
And it looks like the one pitch is going to do it. Noki's going to stay in the contest after one pitch thrown. I should say warm-up pitch thrown.
Well, good to see that he's not too shaken up by that play.
Second baseman number 29, Keegan Calero, will step up to the plate. Calero, 278 batter, no homers, 4 RBI. First pitch, and it's in the dirt for a ball, 1-0.
Immediately after that pitch there, Noki kind of shook his right hand. Still bothering him a little bit.
Just probably trying to get the feeling back in there.
That's it.
Next pitch, chopper towards third, and it goes foul, left of the bag. Just foul.
Good positioning there by the home plate umpire, Kyle Williams, able to see that one go exactly just foul. It really was.
Yes, sir.
Super close.
Saw it as we saw it from up here.
One ball, one strike, one gone, one in, one on. Noki checks over at first. Now he'll set from the stretch. Short lead there, and the pitch. That misses low and outside, now 2-1. And here's a 2-1 lifted deep to left center field. Getting underneath this is going to be the center fielder Hughes, who makes the play. So that'll bring a second out to the inning. Now the catcher, number 9, hitter, number 1, Nolan Watson. For Watson, 205 hitter, no homers, 7 ribbies.
We'll note as he steps up to the plate here, he does have a star-spangled, what would you call that, a grip on the hilt of his bat? His hands are covering it currently.
Taping.
The tape, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Pitch is inside here to Watson, 1-0. Yeah, I see it.
Taking a look at the stats for Madoc Fisher at Salem State, he's a 1-for-2 career stolen bases.
That's in there, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike for the North Shore Navigators. They lead the league in RBI with 152.
There is a reason that they were on the top of the league standings for a long time.
1-1, big swing and miss. Try to swing at this one lower mid. It went middle in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 gone. One, 2. Off the end of the bat, and great grab there by the home plate umpire Kyle Williams. We'll give you a round of applause on that one.
The fans at Wacona, they saw that one too.
Good play, Blue. Play ball, says Kyle Williams. Like, nothing even happened. 1-2. Swung on and foul tipped into the mitt there of Peterson. That will end the inning. First strikeout in the ball game for Mike Noki, bouncing back after a ball bounced off his hand. 1 run does come in off of 2 hits and a sac fly, 1 error, and 1 man left. We now head through 1.5 to the bottom of the second. Suns trail the Navigators 1-0. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
Type 2 diabetes is a serious chronic health threat in America. It affects tens of millions of people. Many people who have the disease don't know it. Diabetes can cause health problems such as heart disease, strokes, amputations, and blindness. Talk to your doctor, get screened if you're at risk, and learn how to avoid becoming one of the millions of new cases of diabetes each year. You can help prevent type 2 diabetes. A message from CDC and HHS.
Hi, this is Paul McCartney on behalf of RAD. If you're drinking, you can't drive my car or any car. Remember, if you're partying this holiday season, don't drink and drive. Got it? It's just not worth it. Doesn't make sense. Thank you.
Yes, I'm gonna be a star.
Public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Getting your child home safely
Tap your views together 3 times.
is just a click away.
There's no place like home.
But making sure your child is in the right seat is just one of the steps down the road to safer travels.
I don't know how it works.
Find the right seat for your little one's age and size. There's no better way to get home safely. Know for sure that your child is in the right seat.
How can I ever thank you enough?
Get all the facts at safercar.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the second. And for the Pittsfield Suns, they are going to plate up their number 5 hitter, designated hitter number 27, Matt Malcolm. As we're going to take a peek at Matt Malcolm on the season, he leads the team in average at 314, 3 homers, 11 RBI. First pitch, that brushes him off the plate a bit, way too far inside, 1-0. That one's hit high in the air towards right center field, and that one's going to go past the right fielder. He's going to grab it. He's going to make a throw into second, and it's not going to matter. A leadoff stand-up double by the designated hitter, Matt Malcolm, and the Suns are in business here in the bottom of the second.
Just another day in the life for Matt Malcolm, batting .314 on the year. That's his 5th double of the year. He's certainly shown he has the power to drive the ball, and in that case, it was no exception.
The left-handed and fielding, number 18, Jeff Bogus, will dig in. Bogus, 266 batter, a homer, 12 RBI. And the last time he had a homer was, the last home game the Suns had. And the pitch Curveball hits the outside corner, lefty to lefty, and he backdoors him 0-1.
August told me in the pregame interview that he knew that home run was gone right away. He was looking for a certain pitch, and he got it, and he made no mistake with it.
Check on second. Another peek. Thrice now. And the 0-1. That hits the outside corner, now 0-2.
Okay, that's been a streaky hitter pretty much all season long for the Pittsfield Suns this August. It's got his average as low as 167, but now it's at its highest that it's been at 266.
The 0-2. Over the outside part of the plate, but too high. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Bogus.
Bogus has been a guy that has come alive here in the last 6 or 7 games. Really nice to see.
Long peek at second. 1-2. Swung on this one, going out to shallow left center field. The left fielder, Lawler, calling off everyone. He will make the grab. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball and the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network at Paul Dowd Field at Wacona Park in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Billy Madewell, Steve O'Brien Jr., Colin Quinn on the call. Here as the Pittsfield Suns take on the North Shore Navigators on our Independence Day. Light up the 4th fireworks night presented by Pittsfield Cooperative Bank. We're in the bottom of the 2nd, a runner on second. 1 out, and the shortstop number 40, Bryce Osmond, will dig in as the North Shore Navigators lead the Pittsfield Suns 1-0. Osmond, 214 hitter, 2 homers, 7 RBI. Runner goes, but let's see, a throw over to third, back over to second. The tag is applied. He didn't slide. That'll be caught stealing 1-5-4. He didn't slide into second, otherwise he might have had a chance. No pitches thrown, but Malcolm is going to be caught stealing.
Malcolm's a guy that's really jumpy over there when he gets to first, second base. Anytime he's on base, really jumpy and tries to get the pitcher's head, but the pitcher won that battle.
Pitch is high for a ball. Osmond has a 1-0 count. Now the bases are cleared. That pitch is in there, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sarcone has a sign. The wind, the lefty deals. That one drops in for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. With the nod, Sarcone, the 1-2. Big bender, but this one misses high, 2-2. Wind up again from Sarcone and the 2-2. That one swung foul back. Count is 2-2. Suns again out in their home white unis. Black Suns embroidered with yellow on the front. Red numbers on the left abdomen. Black numbers embroidered with yellow on the back. White pants with a black and yellow trim down the sides. Red cap, black brim. The Suns P logo on the cap. Here's the 2-2. Off the end of the bat. This one headed towards second behind the pitcher's mound. Flip throw, got him. That's going to end the inning on a 4-3 putout. 2-1-3 inning after a double. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. 2 full innings of play, and now we head to the top of the 3rd. Navigators still lead the Suns by a score of 1-0. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
The following commercial is sponsored by feedthepig.org, an organization devoted to helping you save money. We will not entice you with messages like
lowest prices in town, dealer approved, certified pre-owned.
Nor will we brag about our
huge selection, enormous variety.
We will offer no contingencies like
see store for details. Legal exclusions apply.
Because we simply want to help you spend smarter and save better. Log on to feedthepig.org. Find the benefits of saving for every stage of life. Brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Getting your child home safely
Tap your views together 3 times.
is just a click away.
There's no place like home.
But making sure your child is in the right seat is just one of the steps down the road to safer travels.
I don't know how it works.
Find the right seat for your little one's age and size. There's no better way to get home safely. Know for sure that your child is in the right seat.
How can I ever thank you enough?
Get all the facts at safercar.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And now the Pittsfield Suns head to the top of the third, and they're going to go against the leadoff hitter, third baseman number 11, Andrew Olzak. He grounded out to second his previous time up, so he's 0 for 1. Here's a windup from Noki, and the first pitch of the inning. This one's lifted out to center. Hughes has all day, and he will make the grab.
Very efficient one pitch, one out there from Noki.
The first baseman, number 25.
Seems like he's shaken off whatever that hand issue was earlier after taking a line drive off the throwing hand. Doesn't seem to be bothering him anymore.
Wetero, a lefty, faces a first pitch called strike 0-1. Like Olzak, he grounded out to second. To Coley back in the first. And the pitch. This is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a windup from Noki, the 1-1. Hot shot over to Coley. He will able to field that one, and the throw over to first is in time.
Second time Wetero is grounded over there to Coley.
Yes, sir.
4-3 on both putouts.
Number 2, Sean Lawler.
Lawler, a lefty. Laced one out to left field his last time up.
Again, Lawler has been one of their better hitters this season. He's batting .316 in 95 plate appearances.
First pitch he sees is knee high, and the count is 0-1.
Only the previously retired Andrew Olzak has more at-bats with 112.
0-1. This one over to Coley off a weird hop. Backhand glove. Throw over to first in time. And that is another assist there for Coley, who's got 2 assists, 1 put on the day. And he continues to fill the stat sheet on his defensive output. That will end the inning, a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We now head through 2.5 to the bottom of the third. Suns still trail the Navigators 1-0. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
Did you know the third leading cause of fire deaths for older adults is cooking? Hi, I'm Rob Neal from the United States Fire Administration with important fire safety tips for seniors. Never leave cooking unattended because a serious fire can start in seconds. Don't wear loose clothing while cooking. Keep towels and pot holders away from the range. Double check the kitchen before you go to bed or leave your home. This message is brought to you by the United States Fire Administration, your local fire department, and this radio station.
I have a passion for the environment. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. We monitor commercial vessels, making sure our ports and waterways are safe and clean from oil or other hazardous material. We patrol our fisheries, protect marine wildlife and their habitats. With all we do, it's about protecting America.
Were you born ready to protect America? Learn more at GoCoastGuard.com.
Sponsored by the United States Coast Guard in cooperation with the Massachusetts Broadcasters Association and this station.
The following commercial is sponsored by FeedThePig.org, an organization devoted to helping you save money. We will not entice you with messages like
lowest prices in town, dealer approved, certified pre-owned.
Nor will we brag about our
Huge selection, enormous variety.
We will offer no contingencies like
See store for details. Legal exclusions apply.
Because we simply want to help you spend smarter and save better. Log on to FeedThePig.org. Find the benefits of saving for every stage of life. Brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Now the bottom of the third, 8-9-1 hitters due up. 8-9 hitters up for the first time. Center fielder number 34, Dom Hughes, will lead off the inning. For Tom Hughes, the youngest of the three Hughes brothers who have played here at Wacona Park, he's batting .219, a homer, 4 RBI, 16 walks to 13 strikeouts. First pitch the lefty sees is a pitch that hits in the zone for a called strike, 0-1.
Hughes has kind of been a middle-of-the-road guy for the Suns this year, but he has improved his average over his last few appearances.
High chopper towards the first baseman. Let's see, will the pitcher get there in time? Yes! Just barely. He got there in time. Pitcher almost blew it there.
Hughes was motoring down that first base line. He's got 6 stolen bases on the season, so he's got the speed for it.
That was close.
Yeah, he nearly got
that could have went either way, I thought.
No, he did barely just get him by a quarter step.
Close.
Third baseman number 1, Jack Kolumovic will dig in. Kolumovic second on the team in hitting, .310, a homer, 6 RBI. First pitch is upstairs for a ball, 3-1. Always hits the ball in play, it seems like, is Kolumovic. A 1-0. And hits the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone. 1-0. Navigators. The windup from Sarcone, the pitch. This one up the middle. Let's see. This will go by both crossing middle infielders. And it'll be the second baseman who takes second, making sure that Kolumovic doesn't get a little too greedy and gluttonous. So that'll be a single to center. Bringing up Mark Coley, who flew out to left field his first time up. Back in the first. Both teams with 3 hits. Both teams have a 1 on the board, but it's the Navigators with 1 run, the Pittsfield Suns with 1 error. The lefty deals this one in on the hands, but it's fouled back. 0-1. Kolumovic 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts. Suns are 51 for 61 on the season. Best stealing percentage in the league. This one a drive to deep left. Going back here is Lawler, and he will collect the out. So again, another sky out there for Coley. This one just not coming to fruition.
Yes, sir. He got a hold of that one. Not quite enough, but it just speaks to the power of Coley. There's a reason why he's second most on the team this year in home runs.
He puts a good swing up that bat almost every time he's up there, too.
Yes, sir.
Caden Trenkle, unassisted ground out to the first baseman, Wetero. 2 outs, runner on first. The lefty, Sarcone, will have a pickoff motion back over towards first. Throw was not in time. Sarcone from the stretch. Fires. That does hit the outside corner. So 0-1 here. Trenkle starts off on the count with.
Sarcone has been working that outside corner against these left-handed hitters. He's located a few pitches along that left edge of the plate.
Next pitch. That one's hit foul. And it hits off the base of the fence and goes right in front of the Suns' dugout. Count is 0-2.
The Suns had their opportunity back in that second inning with a leadoff double by Malcolm. Unfortunately, it's the one that got picked off, trying to extend his lead almost. Not sure if he's going to steal the base, but runner on first here, but 2 strikes on the batter.
0-2 misses high. The catcher dropped it, trying to do a snap throw over to first. That was a pitch out of sorts. Sarcone, the sign, checks first. Another pickoff motion. And a throw back over to first. Again from the stretch. 1-2. Swung on going out until left. Going back here is Lawler. And he will sit underneath that and collect the final out of the inning. in the inning. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 3 full innings of play. 1-0 Navigators lead it. We head to the top of the 4th. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
At the American Lung Association, we're fighting for a day when we can all breathe easier. We're fighting for clear skies over every city and healthy lungs throughout the country. We're fighting to free millions of Americans from the addictive grip of tobacco and the devastating effects of lung disease. The American Lung Association isn't just fighting for air, we're fighting for all the things that make it worth breathing, and we can use your help. See what you can do at fightingforair.org.
The following commercial is sponsored by feedthepig.org, an organization devoted to helping you save money. We will not entice you with messages like
Lowest prices in town. Dealer approved, certified pre-owned.
nor will we brag about our
Huge selection. Enormous variety.
we will offer no contingencies like
See store for details. Legal exclusions apply.
because we simply want to help you spend smarter and save better. Log on to feedthepig.org. Find the benefits of saving for every stage of life. Brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
A big round of applause before we head to the top of the 4th for all of our host families for the Pittsfield Suns who host these players during the summer. And we'll go to the middle of the order here on the top of the 4th. Malgeri, Kretschler, and Bravo. And, oh boy, a little bit of a late start there. Hey, Dom, you know that you're playing center field, right? Come on, it's a staple song for all of baseball.
Yes, it is. I appreciate your reference there, Mike.
Coach already put you in, but you're not ready to play. Just joking. So Ben Malgeri, he ended the first with a ground out to short and a fielder's choice. Noki heels the slab and the windup. First pitch just misses a little upper inside corner. Count is 1-0. Next pitch, this one hot shot into right. Going back here is Trankel all the way towards the wall. This one goes over the wall, just squeaks by it. He lost it, and that's going to be a home run. So a solo shot here by Ben Malgeri as it just ekes over the wall. Malgeri with a second homer of the year. And now the Navigators double their lead. It's now 2-0.
Second home run of the season for Malgeri. That one just snuck over the wall. Looked like Caden Trinkle may have even had a beat on that one, but literally just over the wall for Malgeri.
Big swing and miss from Kretschler as the lefty sits with an 0-1 count following the swing and miss.
I was about to say at 6'1", 215, Malgeri has the frame for it.
That's in there, called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Now the 0-2. Just missing the upper inside corner. That one misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shaking the sign twice. And now the 1-2. Up the middle again. Almost gets a piece there of Noki for the second time. It goes into center field for a base knock.
Navigators starting to get in the head a little bit of Noki here. To the home run by Malgeri, leading things off here in the 4th. Kretschmar comes back with a single right back up the middle. Now Logan Bravo with a chance. He has one of the 2 RBIs on the board for the Navigators here.
Logan Bravo, a sac fly last time up into left. First pitch lays off, and it's low and outside, 1-0.
On top of that, RBI sac fly and his previous at bat. Bravo, 4 home runs on the year. He's one of the guys you want up in this kind of situation.
Pitch misses outside, 2-0. And the 2-0. Hot shot in the left center. That's going to dunk down for a base hit. Rounding second here is going to be Crutchler. The throw into third is cut off. The throw over to second is not in time.
Man, I don't know where that throw missed. It was a little wild, but it looked like Coley he must have missed the tag because he had Bravo beaten by at least a step.
The swing around, the foot was able to get into the bag just enough.
Very close play over there at second. Good throw in by Dom Hughes. But once again, the Navigators really getting to Mike Noki here. That's going to be 3 straight hits.
It's going to be a double here for Bravo. He did not let up.
No surprise seeing Brennan Chalikas out there to talk to Noki. Suns need to get control of this inning. 2 more runners in scoring position after a run in on the home run by Malgeri. Nobody out. This is an inning that could very quickly get away from Pittsfield if they're not careful.
The lefty DH number 18, Madoc Fisher. He is the one who struck Noki on a bouncer. Now the infield is in as the Suns trail 2-0. Noki sets. And the pitch. Big swing and miss there from Fisher. 0-1.
As mentioned previously, is a warm one here in Pittsfield. Probably the warmest game day that we've seen so far this year. Hot and humid. The sun beginning to hang low in the sky. We may see a sun delay at some point.
It hit the plate, and it went all the way off to the netting. That's going to be a wild pitch. A run's going to score. It's now 3-0.
Like you said, this inning could get away from the Suns really quickly if they're not careful, and that is not being careful right there.
So runner on third. It's 3-0. This one is slapped foul. Now the count is 1-2.
Well, you see Noki all season long how brilliant he's been on the mound. This has been definitely his shakiest start so far. You see him in 2 out of his 3 starts here at home.
This one, good block there from Peterson. It's now 2-2.
He's given up just 3 earned runs in 12 innings pitched here at Wacona Park. He's already given up that 3 here. There was 3 runs, but 2 of them earned in this game.
This one swung on and missed. Throw over to first in time. The runner is out at first. No advancement, so that's a strikeout swinging 2-3.
The second baseman, number 29, Keegan Calero.
Still a tough situation here for the Suns. They're going to want to keep Bravo on at third. Offense has not shown much so far for the Suns. They don't want to be facing down any larger of a lead than they are right now.
Keegan Calero fly out to center. Infield still in as they trail 3-0. That pitch, that's in there. Called strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hot shot off the pitcher for the 3rd time. And let's see, Coley's not going to have a play on it. It hits the pitcher. Twice it's hit him. 3, it's gone right towards him. And that is going to be a single for Calero. It is not an RBI for Calero as the runner only went off of the pitcher.
And I mean, how many times are we going to see that play today? Again, off Noki once more. Osmond having to reverse direction As he was charging behind the mound to try to field that one, suddenly the ball is heading to his right, and he slips on the attempt to recover.
Runner goes, had a huge lead. The pitch is in there, called strike. Calero with an easy stolen bag. I mean, he was gone.
He was gone before the
Pitcher's
pitcher
even
even threw it. He even kicked his leg. It's one of the easiest stolen bases I think we've seen this season.
Watson has an 0-1 count. And on the inside corner, now 0-2. Three runs in the inning. Homer, single, double, strikeout, single. Now a pickoff motion stepping off the runner. The 0-2. Oh, just missing the play. This one must have missed high. So a ball, 2 strikes, man gone, 3 in. Navigators lead it 4-0 here in the top of the 4th. The 1-2. This one missing low over the inside part of the plate. Now 2-2.
I think the best thing you can say for the Suns right now is that they have a lot of game left in front of them, as manager Matt Gedman mentioned. During our broadcast on Tuesday, the Suns were up 6-4 against the Rocks before eventually losing 17-6.
Runner goes again, swung on and missed. A throw over to third is dropped by the third baseman. So that is going to be strike 3, stolen base for Calero.
Third baseman, number 11, Andrew Olsen.
That will more than double his stolen base total of the year. He had 1 successful stolen bag coming into tonight's action.
And he's increased that number output by 200%.
The Navigators are being quite aggressive here in this game.
Pitch. That is low for a ball, 1-0.
After that leadoff home run this inning, now Jerry wasn't able to limit the damage. He was just hit after hit. And now the Navigators have stuck an extra 2 after that home run, lead to 4-0.
That pitch misses high. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 gone, 3 in.
Again, towards the top of the order here. You're at the top now for the Navigators.
Here's a 2-0. That's dead red for a called strike. Now 2-1. Again, an absolute capacity crowd. We had the FCBL record last year, and we were able to announce it here in the booth. Suns had 5,582 participants here. It's no longer a record, but still a Pittsfield Suns record. That pitch catches the inside corner on the changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone, and a runner on third. No key, the 2-2. This one swung on, hit into right field. Tranquil going to chase, and he will make the grab to end the inning. And in the inning, 3 runs come aboard, 1 off the solo shot by Ben Malgeri. 4 total hits, no errors, 1 man left through 3.5 to the bottom of the 4th. It is 4-0. Navigators lead the Suns. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
Hi, we're talking to real smokers about quitting. Tell me when you smoke and why you smoke.
Eat, cigarette, kids, cigarette, dinner, another cigarette.
One on my way to lunch, one after lunch.
And another cigarette, and another cigarette.
Have you tried to quit?
Yes. I become angry.
It ain't that easy. You can't just quit cold turkey. I tried.
What would you do different?
Actually having a plan and thinking it through.
You have to relearn how to live your life without a cigarette in your hand.
With the right plan, you can quit smoking. Free at becomeanx.org. X, a new way to think about quitting. Brought to you by X and the Ad Council.
Did you know the 3rd leading cause of fire deaths for older adults is cooking? Hi, I'm Rob Neal from the United States Fire Administration with important fire safety tips for seniors. Never leave cooking unattended because a serious fire can start in seconds. Don't wear loose clothing while cooking. Keep towels and pot holders away from the range. Double check the kitchen before you go to bed or leave your home. This message is brought to you by the United States Fire Administration, your local fire department, and this radio station.
Check it out, it's the Terminator. Hey, when'd you get back, huh?
Did you have to shoot anyone? Why are you so distant? Are you not happy to see me?
So what's the deal? You gonna get a job now or what?
Why are you being so jumpy? Put all that stuff behind you, okay?
No one knows what it's like to come back from Iraq or Afghanistan unless they were there. Join other veterans at communityofveterans.org because we know where you're coming from. Brought to you by Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America and the Ad Council.
Now in the bottom of the fourth, Pittsfield Suns, they trail 4-0. And is the question about the sun delay? I think so, potentially. Yep, I see the hands cutting away, so I think that's going to do it right there.
The sun is currently behind some clouds right now, so
It's
very
still bright
curious.
enough. Yeah, we're going to start that timer right now as it's 7:31 that there's a sun delay. It is behind some clouds now, but it's not going to last. Yep, they're bringing in the entire outfield and the infield. So before we kick off the bottom of the fourth, we are in the middle of a sun delay. And this will be a very interesting one. Nope, they're going to bring him back. Oh, they're going to bring him back. They're going to call it. They're going to get as many pitches as they can in here.
Yeah.
So no official delay yet. Because we got some cloud cover.
Perfect time. They're just about to call it. Get some clouds rolled in.
That would have been the shortest sun delay ever.
There are some clouds in the sky. I mean, they're going to clear away pretty soon, so we might get a delay. We're getting lucky right about now.
So Connor Berry, the first baseman, a single in the first, which extended his hitting streak to 11 games. And, oh, yeah, this is his 11th game played this season. That pitch misses low and away. The count is 1-0.
He's been very impressive so far this season, has Berry.
The 1-0. That one is fouled off. Ball is strike.
He's got to be one of the most consistent players that the Pittsfield Suns have had, obviously. 11 games, 11 games that he's had a hit.
Sarcone with the 1-1. This one golfed, and it's foul tipped. Count is 1-2.
He's a late addition to the roster for the Pittsfield Suns. Didn't see his first action until June 11th. But he's made up for lost time. That's for sure.
A windup from Sarcone, the 1-2. A check swing. Did he go? He did not. The correct call. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Suns have the middle of the order up in this inning, so it's really time to get to Sarcone.
Yeah, certainly the heart with the 3, 4, 5 batters due up this inning. That one's fouled back, way back, and that's going to be a foul ball. And someone, that's just going to go past that mud puddle. And it will be Berry with a mulligan.
I don't think anybody even noticed it.
Yep. Someone's right on the way, just
There
as
you
you
go.
look away. 2-2 is high for a ball, now 3-2.
Again, the Suns offense hasn't had much to show today. 3 hits. The closest they came to a threat of any kind was Matt Malcolm with a leadoff double. He was then picked off from second base, so to speak.
Payoff is low in the dirt, and that is going to be a walk there for Berry. Good job to battle back. That's only his 4th walk of the year. 5th if you count a hit by pitch.
That is the first walk given up by either pitcher in this game, too. So in the bottom of the 4th, seems a little bit late, but
Peterson ending the first with a swinging strikeout. And the sun is starting to get behind that cloud cover and dissipate away from it. Sarcone with the pitch. Way outside on the curve, 1-0.
And this would be a fantastic time for Jackson Peterson to do what he does best, crank one over the right field wall. Suns team could really use a boost right now.
Pickoff motion back towards first. Barry's back in safely. Barry again, he's 3 for 3 in stolen base attempts, but against the lefty, it's oh so hard to do so. Long hole now, the 1-0. Big swing and miss from Peterson.
Looks like he may have went for it on that one. Big swing there.
Yes, sir. Here comes the sun.
Do.
I was hoping someone was going to say it. I thought about it myself, but I don't think I have those chops.
I've been part of this organization since 2012. I've heard it all before.
Yeah.
Throw over to first, back in safely is Barry on a rainbow throw.
I feel like I may not yet have the seniority to make a move like that.
That's a solid negative. 1-1. Long hold. Here's the pitch. This is outside. Now 2-1. Yep, we know there's some fireworks out today. It's Independence Day.
Yes, sir. Heard a few last night as well.
Especially outside of my house.
Oh,
Literally right
really?
outside my house.
Oh,
Yep, someone in the street.
that's rough.
Love that.
Not when you're trying to go to sleep.
I hear that,
Your
man.
wife is trying to go to sleep, I should say. Another pickoff throw back over to first. Barry again is back. That's a third pickoff throw over towards first. Now either Sarcone is worried about Barry or he just likes playing catch with his first baseman, Wetero.
Barry does have a sizable lead over there.
Even bigger lead now.
No fear.
Here's the pitch. That's up and in. Now 3-1. Great job here of Barry to get in the head there of Sarcone. It's a 3-1 count.
Also, good job of Peterson to lay off a couple of those pitches.
Sir.
He is an aggressive hitter, likes to take any pitch he can get, send it over the fence.
As I have it recorded here, these are only the first 3-ball counts we've seen all day.
Well, now it's 3-2 with a swing and miss.
Being these two to Barry and Peterson. First 3-ball counts that I have for pitcher Sarcone this evening.
For either side, you are correct, sir. Yeah, this one's really getting... Sundeley's got to be after this plate appearance here. Payoff. Swung on a miss for strike 3. And now there's going to bring up Matt Malcolm.
The designated hitter, number 27, Matt Malcolm.
And old school style is going to pick up some chalked dirt, basically as his grip. Hit a double to right, but was picked off Danson, trying to take third. Faking out there is Barry on first. Inching as the pitch misses high, 1-0.
Well, we saw Matt Malcolm pick up that white chalk for the first time in our last game against the Bristol Blues, and it worked out quite nicely for him as he went 3 for 5 with a double, 3 RBIs.
Speaking of things we saw out of Matt Malcolm in our last game, he also recorded a hit from the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, and I had to mark him as a switch hitter.
Yes, sir. He is currently the only switch hitter listed on the Suns roster. Unless one of our... Oh, never mind.
There's a pitcher, I believe. This one's a slow tapper headed towards second. A flip over to short for one. Throw over to first is low, but grabbed. And that will end the inning. And now they're going to call... Nope, they're not going to call it quite yet. That's a double play. 4-6-3 double play, that is. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head now through 4 full to the top of the 5th. Navigators 4, Suns 0. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
Give yourself the gift of a comfortable retirement by setting some cash aside for yourself. Saving a little of your monthly income can be as affordable as the average holiday gift. If retirement is near, you'll want to start saving right away. If you're younger, begin saving now, and compound interest will help your retirement funds snowball. A great way to figure out how much you'll need to save for retirement is to learn how much you'll get from Social Security. Do that in minutes at www.socialsecurity.gov/estimator.
Do you suffer from the heartbreak of brain rot, feeling bored, sluggish, listless, not had a new idea in days, using electronic gizmos without a clue why they work? Now there's help. Ham radio, guaranteed to stimulate your corroding neurons and open a whole new world of excitement. To learn more about ham radio, go to helloradio.org.
Side effects of ham radio usage include mental stimulation, desire for education, new career paths, understanding of technology, and cases of addiction have been reported. If you experience any of these symptoms, you're welcome.
Ham radio. It's not your granddaddy's radio anymore.
Salagadoola, menchikapoola, bibbidi-bobbidi.
You must be your fairy godmother. Yes.
It doesn't take a fairy godmother to tell you that the right fit means everything.
Good heavens, child. You can't go in that.
Children under 4'9" need to be in a booster seat because they aren't ready for adult safety belts alone. Many parents miss the important step of booster seats.
Maybe you better explain things to him.
Booster seats raise your child up so that a safety belt designed for adults will fit and protect them properly.
Oh, that does make a difference.
Remember that 4'9" is the magic number, and get your little pumpkin there safely in a booster seat.
Hop in, my dear. Oh, thank you.
And like Cinderella, you can live happily ever after.
It's like a dream. A wonderful dream come true.
For more information, visit boosterseat.gov. This has been a message from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Ad Council. Exercise is hard. So is maintaining a healthy diet. Of course, neither is half as hard as dying. Sadly, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke kill nearly 1 million people a year. Even sadder, most of these deaths are preventable with a few lifestyle changes, including regular activity, healthier eating, and not smoking. Talk to your doctor about your risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And if your doctor recommends lifestyle changes or medication, listen. The reason so many die is because not enough are willing to change. You can stop it, starting right now. It's your life. Listen to your doctor. Eat better. Get moving. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES. A message from the American Diabetes Association.
Back to live action here in the top of the fifth. Swing and miss there by Colin Wetterow. Grounded up twice to the second baseman, Coley. There's a new pitcher in the ball game here. That is number 11, Jared Henry. And the 0-1 hits the outside corner against the lefty. That is called strike two. Looks like Mike Noki knocked out of the game early. More than likely due to being hit by the ball twice, one on the pitching hand. Not going to cause any speculation, I think, because it's unconfirmed. Swung on a miss for strike three, and that's a great way to come in as a reliever, that being Jared Henry. 1, 2, 3 on the strikes, bringing up Sean Lawler, who is 1 for 2. But looking at Henry on the season, Henry in 9 appearances has an 0-1 record with 1 save, a 2.02 ERA, 13 in the third innings pitched, 9 hits, 7 runs, 3 earned, 9 walks, double that in strikeouts. Going to get you Noki's line coming up as well as a pitch. It's fouled back. Count is 0-1. As we take a peek here at Noki, 4 innings pitched, 19 batters faced, 4 runs, 3 earned, 7 hits, including a double and a homer, 2 wild pitches, 3 strikeouts. He threw 66 pitches, 43 for strikes. This bounces in to Lawler for a ball, 1 strike.
Well, looking at Henry's stat line, he's really been very reliable this season for the Suns. 13 and now 2/3 innings, only 3 earned runs allowed. He's
high fly ball into right, but it's on a line drive right to Caden Trunkel for the line out, L9. Second out of the inning.
Yeah, it has more appearances this season than any other pitcher on the Suns roster. Now 10 appearances.
Been a reliable guy out of that bullpen, definitely.
Yes, sir.
It's a guy you can throw in any situation. He comes through.
First pitch hits at the knees here to Mal Jerry, who homered to right as it just eked over the wall.
It's all part of that 3-run 4th inning. Really sparked the Navigators.
Bounces in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jared Henry celebrating a birthday today on the 4th of July. It's quite a birthday to have.
Yeah, for sure.
1-1. Oh, boy. That slipped right out of the hand there of Henry. 2-1 is the count. Hot shot into center, charging as a center fielder, but he's going to play it off a hop and take it hip level. And that is going to be another base knock for Ben Malgeri. This one just a single bag instead of 4.
Right fielder, number 16, Cade Kretschmar.
Cade Kretschmar, a couple singles, 2 runs scored. That pitch misses low and away against the lefty. 1 ball, no strikes.
Navigators are getting some good pitches to hit and really taking advantage of those pitches. Already 8 hits so far through 4 2/3.
Runner goes, a pitch is outside, throw over to second is not in time. Stolen bag there for Malgeri. Looks like he either whiffed or he just got the fingertip. Michael Jordan Space Jam style, stretching out the arm.
I think it is the latter on that one, Billy. Not a bad throw from Jackson Peterson behind the dish, but getting the hand in there pretty early was Malgeri.
That misses outside. Now 3-0 here to Kretschmar. Here is the 3-0 to the lefty. That's over the letters for ball 4. Shortstop Logan Bravo will dig in a sacrifice fly, a double and a run scored, so he's officially 1 for 1.
Shortstop, number 23, Logan Bravo.
In the middle of the order here. That's been the trouble for the Pittsfield Suns tonight. Starting with Malgeri and Kretschmar, now Bravo. All been trouble to put out.
This pitch misses outside of the zone. It's 1-0. So much for the Sun delay. I guess we're not getting it.
I was all ready to bring you some scores and stats from around the league, but guess we'll save that for later.
1-0. Swing and miss. A pickoff throw over to first. Oh, they say no. Close play. A great move as well. Just didn't get him.
Barry wasn't necessarily ready for that throw, but he got into position awfully quick. If anything, the tag might have not quite grabbed the runner.
Pitch misses inside.
Barry had to go up for it, so might have had some trouble getting that glove down.
This is just over the plate high. Now 3-1.
Got to give a lot of credit to the bases umpire there, Derek Davinsky. He's been having to make a couple of tough calls here tonight, but I think he's got all of them correct.
3-1. Misses low. That's going to be ball 4. That's going to walk the bases loaded with 2 gone. And here comes Shalikas, which will give us time to go over MLB scores and what's happening in the world of Major League Baseball.
Taking a look at some MLB action from this afternoon and this evening. Red Sox and Blue Jays. Jays lead that one 3-1 in the bottom of the second. Yankees up 3-1 on the Rays in the top of the 8th. Phillies up 4-0 on the Braves in the bottom of the first. That is it for games currently in progress. For games already gone final, the Nationals beat the Marlins 5-2. Marlins put up 10 hits in that one, but only able to put 2 runners across the plate. Indians beat the Royals 8-4. Reds blanked the Brewers 1-0. Tigers 11-5 over the White Sox. Cubs beat the Pirates 11-3. A's beat the Twins 7-2. Cardinals squeaked out one against the Mariners 5-4. A couple games still to come this evening. 8:05 first pitch. Angels at Rangers. Padres at Dodgers. That is a 9-10 start.
Here is the first pitch. The pitch way out of the zone, and that's going to get well away, and that's going to plate another runner. It's 5-0 on the wild pitch.
A couple of control issues have led to runs for the Pittsfield Suns, and the North Shore Navigators now lead it 5-0. There was a wild pitch earlier that hit off the home plate by Mike Inoki, and now just a wild pitch there by Jarrett Henry, nowhere close to the strike zone. And Jackson Peterson, the catcher, had no chance at it.
Hits the outside corner. 1-1.
But giving this North Shore Navigators a couple of free runs is not what you want to see.
Also, same spot, and that's called strike 2. Here's a 1-2. Swung on and just off the glove there, Peterson. And Fisher will get a mulligan here, remaining 1-2.
Also some fun news from, well, I suppose depending on what side you're on, maybe not so fun news from the MLB. Reds pitcher Luis Castillo held a no-hitter into the 7th inning this afternoon.
That is swung on and missed. Tag there is made out Fisher from the catcher. That's actually going to end the inning with a strikeout, 2 unassisted. And we now head through 4.5 to the bottom of the 5th, but 1 run comes in. A wild pitch, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Suns now chill it 5-0. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
Give yourself the gift of a comfortable retirement by setting some cash aside for yourself. Saving a little of your monthly income can be as affordable as the average holiday gift. If retirement is near, you'll want to start saving right away. If you're younger, begin saving now, and compound interest will help your retirement funds snowball. A great way to figure out how much you'll need to save for retirement is to learn how much you'll get from Social Security. Do that in minutes at www.socialsecurity.gov/estimator.
Exercise is hard. So is maintaining a healthy diet. Of course, neither is half as hard as dying. Sadly, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke kill nearly 1 million people a year. Even sadder, most of these deaths are preventable with a few lifestyle changes, including regular activity, healthier eating, and not smoking. Talk to your doctor about your risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And if your doctor recommends lifestyle changes or medication, listen. The reason so many die is because not enough are willing to change. You can stop it, starting right now. It's your life. Listen to your doctor. Eat better. Get moving. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES. A message from the American Diabetes Association.
Bottom 5, 6, 7, 8 hitters with the left fielder number 18, Jeff Bogg, is due up. Hot shot down the right field line. That's going to dunk in for a base knock. About to say the left-hand hitting left fielder, Jeff Bogg, is lined out to his own position, but this one he pulls it, and it goes into right field.
Kind of had that similar swing when he hit that home run a couple of nights ago here at Waukegan Park, but good piece of hitting there, getting on the pitcher early. Suns have had success against Sarcone. A couple of outings that he's pitched against the Suns, so see if the Suns can get it going here at the bottom of the 5th.
Throw over to first, back in safely.
Just taking a look at some of the offensive numbers, or maybe an unconventional offensive number this afternoon.
That pitch misses outside.
4 Suns batters, now 3, as we have seen Bogus record a hit. Three Suns batters have yet to come to the plate coming into this inning. For the second time. Yet to come to the plate for the second time.
That one just fouled back.
Looking at the Navigators lineup, they've batted around the order nearly 3 times in the 5 innings we've seen so far.
Score definitely shows that. Looks like we avoided the sun delay here, though.
Yeah, a little bit of surprise there, but
beautiful, beautiful news.
Yeah.
Another throw over to first. Bogus trickles back in.
Got to wonder if the high attendance at today's game was a factor in that. Umpires not wanting to delay a game in front of such a large crowd.
Possibly. Bender, and it misses low and in. 2-1. Bogus 6 for 6 in stolen base attempts. Second on the team.
He's got the wheels for it. And he's certainly got a lead right now.
Tied for second, rather. High fly ball going into right center field. Now Jerry will be called up by the right fielder there, Kretschmar. And that will be first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Suns, the center fielder, number 34, Dom Hughes.
Tom Hughes, the center fielder, rounded out to first. Almost beat out the infield single. Bogus leaning out there, testing the pitcher, but time is called. First pitch, misses low over the outside part of the plate, 1-0. The 1-0, oh boy, that racks up Hughes a bit. Tries to shake it off. 2-0.
That was very close to grazing Hughes on the inside near the hands.
Almost part of his jersey almost too there.
Yeah.
Take one for the team sometimes.
Snap throw over to first. So really flailing back to first there was Bogus. Kind of looking like Adrian Beltre when he swooped over at second base. Another throw back over to first. No dive, just running. He doesn't want the team to waste its budget on bleach here. And now he's playing catch with Wetero.
I mean, with the lead Bogus is taking there, can you really blame him? Bogus had all his weight leaned over on that right knee. He was looking like he was about to take off.
2-0. Swung on foul back. That's going to scare a few people.
Still waiting to hear the news with the Cincinnati Reds pitcher.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sure. I'll take you back to that one.
I think that's going to be a good one. Sounds pretty good.
2-1 count and the pitch. Oh, that misses the lower outside corner. Just barely. Must have missed low.
Not much, no. Yeah, taking a look at that game, Reds pitcher Luis Castillo took a no-hitter into the 7th inning, eventually giving up a hit with 1 out in that inning.
3-2 the count is after the called strike. Go ahead.
So he had to, quote-unquote, settle for 1 hit allowed over 7 2/3 innings as Cincinnati won the game 1-0.
Wow.
So, yeah, unfortunate for him that he loses the no-no, but that's a pretty good day at work.
Another pickoff throw back over to first.
It's a big pitch here to Hughes.
And Bogus is really occupying Sarcone's time. Payoff off the end of the bat. That's going to go foul towards the Navigators dugout. I think I forgot to mention the uniforms here for the Navigators. Blue uniforms a brighter Navigators up on the front. Blue numbers on the back embroidered with white. White pants, a blue cap with a, looks like a black brim, and Navs in white on the cap. Runner goes, a payoff, swung on, and it goes through the wickets of the pitcher. No play over at second. Throw over to first is in time. And a very smart play by Sarcone, knowing that if it went off his leg, then, well, that would have interfered with a potential double play.
Absolutely.
Well, a huge decision there by Bogus to get an early jump there, take second base on what would have been an attempted steal, but is now not, but definitely would have been a double play if he had not taken those extra steps.
For sure. They would have had a pretty good shot at it.
Kalumovic, a single to center. Middle innings here. A better time than a rally than now. Pitch misses up and away, 1-0.
Kalumovic does have a home run on the season, 6 RBIs. He's got 2 extra base hits, one of them a double, and the other, obviously, that home run.
Swung on and missed there from Kalumovic. Try to make some big contact with a big swing. Instead, it's big swing, no contact. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 gone. Bottom 5. And it's 5-0. Navigators. Here is the 1-0. That misses low and away.
Been kind of a paradoxical showing the last 2 innings for this Suns offense. They've been able to work some counts into their favor, but ultimately nothing to show for it. Only 3 batters up in the 4th inning and no runs on the board.
This one a chopper in between third and short. Shortstop has it backhanded, but no throw over to first. That's going to be an infield single by Jack Kalumovic. Runners on the corners now.
Well, very well done by the shortstop, Logan Bravo, making it to that play. If he's not there, that ball's in the outfield, and that is a run for the Pittsfield Suns.
Sure.
You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network at Paul Outfield at Wacona Park in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Billy Madewell, Steve O'Brien Jr., Colin Quinn on the call in the bottom of the 5th. The Pittsfield Suns truly visiting North Shore Navigators 5-0. Bottom of the 5th, 2 gone, runners on the corners for the leadoff hitter Mark Coley. The bender is in there for a called strike from the starter Tristan Sarcone to the second baseman Mark Coley. Count is 0-1.
This is a guy you want up in this kind of situation. Maybe try to spark a bit of a rally here.
Well, that is going to be a swing and miss. You make contact, that would have been good for the Suns, but just unfortunately not able to make any.
Coley hasn't done much today, but he's always a threat when he steps up to bat.
Step off the rubber here from Sarcone. The 0-2. Pitch is high. He's going to watch that one dart past eye level. 1-2 the count. 2 gone. Runners on the corners. Bogus on third. Kalumovic on second. The 1-2. Swung on, but this one is foul.
Coley has an interesting approach at the plate. He kind of hovers over home plate, making it hard for the pitcher to really deliver a strike. So that ball to me that Sarcone threw kind of was a way to brush Coley off the plate a little bit.
The 1-2. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Suns cannot take advantage. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left. Through 5 full to the top of the 6th. 5-0 Navigators lead the Suns. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
Hi, this is Paul McCartney on behalf of RAD. If you're drinking, you can't drive my car or any car. Remember, if you're partying this holiday season, don't drink and drive. Got it? It's just not worth it. Doesn't make sense. Thank you.
Yes, I'm gonna be a star. A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Hi, we're talking to real smokers about quitting. Tell me when you smoke and why you smoke.
Eat, cigarette, kids, cigarette, dinner, another cigarette,
One on my way to lunch, one after lunch.
and another cigarette, and another cigarette.
Have you tried to quit?
Yes, I become angry.
It ain't that easy. You can't just quit cold turkey. I tried.
What would you do different?
Actually having a plan and thinking it through.
You have to relearn how to live your life without a cigarette in your hand.
With the right plan, you can quit smoking. Free at becomeanx.org. X, a new way to think about quitting. Brought to you by X and the Ad Council.
I have a passion for the environment. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. We monitor commercial vessels, making sure our ports and waterways are safe and clean from oil or other hazardous material. We patrol our fisheries, protect marine wildlife and their habitats. With all we do, it's about protecting America.
Were you born ready to protect America? Learn more at gocoastguard.com.
Sponsored by the United States Coast Guard in cooperation with the Massachusetts Broadcasters Association and this station.
There's a new pitcher in the ballgame for the Pittsfield Suns. That is right-handed power hurler, number 17, John Morrison. That's going to end the line on Jared Henry on his birthday. As we take a peek at Morrison on the season. Morrison, what a line. 3 starts, 5 appearances, 2-0, and 0.88 ERA, second best on the team. 20 and a third innings pitched, 8 hits, 3 runs, only 2 earned, 9 walks to 33 strikeouts. 33 strikeouts and 20 in a third.
I mean, the guy is basically unhittable.
Speaking of, this is a line shot to left. Almost ate your words there. As that was Keegan Calero with a line out to left.
That would have been fun. I'm not going to lie. I would have very much enjoyed watching that happen right there.
It's just been too good to let that happen.
Yeah, for real.
The final line for Jared Henry. 1 inning, 6 batters faced, 1 run earned off 1 hit, 2 walks, a wild pitch, 2 strikeouts, 24 pitches, half and half balls and strikes, 12 each. Nolan Watson sees a pitch that does clip the outside corner, 0-1.
Well, if you remember last time out, Mr. Morrison, 11 strikeouts. He was just incredible. Really was.
Bounces in. Boy, did that had some hang time or what?
And on that note, Colin, if I do remember correctly, that was the day the Suns set their franchise record for most strikeouts in a game.
20, 30. Yep. Pitch, that misses in. 2-1.
That memory serves correctly. You are pretty good over there.
I mean, thank you. I try.
Sure, I won't take any credit for giving straight numbers. Pitch misses low. Now it's 3-1.
I, just trying to do my job.
Another day at the office.
Yep.
3-1, chopped. It's a full count, 3-2, 1 out, top 6. Navigators lead it 5-0.
My goodness, what an office it is.
What, the hot box here?
Yeah.
It's a metal box, and it gets hot real quick. Payoff. Oh, just misses the inside corner, and that's going to be a walk there for Watson. Which will bring up Andrew Olzak. He's 0 for 3. A ground out to second in the first. 2 flyouts to center, then a right in the third and fourth innings, respectively.
Look at that lead by Nolan Watson over at first base.
Pickoff throw over back to first.
A guy that does have speed. 8 for 9 in stolen bases. He's got those
catcher
wheels.
Speaking of, he goes. Big jump. Pitches in there, a called strike. Well, there's another stolen bag there for Watson.
9 for 10 this season. Catcher's wheels. A lot of the catchers in this league have been very impressive with their legs.
We have seen it. We've seen it out of Matt Malcolm. Now we've seen it out of Nolan Watson.
The 0-1. Hot shot past the pitcher going into center field. They're going to round the runner as the ball gets out and stops the velocity in shallow center. An RBI single by Andrew Olzak. It's 6-0.
Well, you don't see that every day.
No.
John Morrison getting hit with an earned run. Doesn't happen too often, but it's a good piece of hitting there by Olzak. Sends it right back up the middle. We've seen a lot of those today.
I was going to say,
too.
how many
Right
of those
back
have
up
we
the
seen?
middle.
Olzak sits on first. Solid lead. Pickoff throw back over to first.
Just one of those weak hits right back up the middle. And Dom Hughes was playing so far back that he really had no chance at making that throw.
High fly ball out to center. Going back is Hughes. He's going to camp underneath it and collect the out.
As we've seen on that previous play many times this season, the grass, this time the outfield grass, which we really haven't seen, the grass really killing any momentum that baseball had and any chance of reaching Dom Hughes in any sort of reasonable time window. Seen it many a time on the infield grass here. Infielders having to charge quite a bit to make routine, what would otherwise be a routine play.
First pitch. That misses low there to Lawler. 1-0.
They cut the grass pretty low. I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Balls.
It's
haven't
Wacona
been
Park.
too
It's just
bad.
the way the grass lies. Pitch misses high on the outside corner. 2-0. No strikes, 2 gone. Top 6, a run in, makes it 6-0. Two zero, also low. Now 3-0.
Wilson does have 9 walks this season, 5 games played. He had 4 in his last outing when he had that 11 strikeout outing.
Well, that one's going to get in there for the free pitch. 3-1 is the count. Three one, swung on but fouled off, and now it's from 3-0 to 3-2 full. Payoff is low as the runner is going on a force. That's another walk. It's now 4 total in the ball game and in just the last 2 innings. And now here's a dangerous hitter, Ben Malgiri. 2 for 3 with a homer. 2-run score.
And opposite field one at that. Snuck over the right field fence.
That pitch just misses high in the inside part of the plate, it appears. Looked good, but it's 1-0.
Yeah, I'm really not sure where that one missed. It looked pretty fantastic from this viewpoint.
1-0. Add hits for a called strike 2. Rather, strike 1 on the second pitch.
See if Morrison can get out of this jam that he put himself in.
That just misses low. Now 2-1.
The guy that's been dominant all season long. This hasn't been as sharp in this one. I think the Pittsfield Suns pitching staff has been quite sharp in this one at all.
2-1 does hit the outside corner. 2-2. If only we could see what's happening below us.
We have no idea.
Sounds like a wave, but
I'm not seeing it.
I'm not seeing it either.
Here is a 2-2. Oh, just missing. And now the runners will be off with the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Top 6, 6-0. The runners on first and second. Olzak on second. Lawler on first. Will be off with the pitch. Here's a payoff. Hot shot towards third, and it's just foul. Kalumovic dove for it, but oh boy, was that borderline.
Yeah, Suns catch a break on that one. That one fouled by maybe 3 inches. It looked pretty good from here.
So close.
So that one would have plated at least one more, and the Suns again catching a break there.
Payoff. Swung on out towards right. Trankel going to find it, but it goes foul, out of play.
Well, now Jerry putting up a good at bat once again.
If I have it correctly, this is the third consecutive inning in which he's had an at-bat.
Yes.
I do have that too.
Again, it's fouled back.
Making the pitcher work.
Once again, we'll go to a payoff pitch. Again, it's fouled, first base side. Will they run out of room? Yes. Oh, boy, did that take a bounce or what? 9th pitch of the plate appearance upcoming. Bless you. Now, Jerry certainly getting his pitches in against Morrison. Time's called. They saw that Barry was tying his shoe. Still have a ton of people coming in, even in the middle innings.
It's quite packed here. This is definitely the biggest crowd we've seen this season.
Easily. Morrison the stretch. Again, the payoff. Swung on, hit towards short. Morrison will glove. Throw over to first. No. It's in and out of the glove there of Barry, who tried scooping it. Oh, boy, let's see that play.
Yeah.
It's just not such a good throw, not as strong from Bryce Osmond as we've seen in the past. He's made some really nice plays over at short, but that one just didn't have it. And the scoop attempt by Barry popped in and out of his glove.
That one is slow roller to Osmond. He really had to come a long way before he could make a play on it.
This is outside. Count is 1-0. Still no official ruling on that play. Let's see how hard of a play it was. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh boy, was that a tough play. It's borderline, I will say that. We'll mark it a hit. As this misses high. It was just a really tough play there for him to collect it. Had a long throw. He had a charge in for it. Throw was off balance because he had to get off balance. So Malgeri with his 3rd hit, as this one's tapped foul. Now the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes.
If you're Morrison, you got to get this guy here. Get the Suns out of this inning. Seems like every single inning. Navigators are putting up another additional run. It's going to get too much for the Suns eventually.
Here's a 2-2. Swung on a miss, first strike 3. That's going to end the inning, but a run does come in. A rare earned run against John Morrison. 2 hits, no errors. The bases are left loaded through 5.5 to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 6-0 North Shore over Pittsfield. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
So here's my cell phone number, my husband's cell phone number, and here's the number to the grandparents. The number of the restaurant we'll be at, it's just down the block. And I told the neighbors you were here, so if anything happens, anything at all, don't hesitate to call. And what's your cell phone number again? I don't think I put that in.
Honey.
Just what?
Honey, he'll be fine. Okay, let's go.
I know you're right.
The odds of a babysitter calling 911, 1 in 1,400. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 150. You know the odds of autism. Now learn some of the signs. No big smiles or other joyful expressions by 6 months. No back and forth sharing of sounds or facial expressions by 9 months. And no babbling by 12 months. To learn more of the signs and more about autism, visit autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Do you suffer from the heartbreak of brain rot, feeling bored, sluggish, listless, not had a new idea in days? Using electronic gizmos without a clue why they work? Now there's help. Ham radio, guaranteed to stimulate your corroding neurons and open a whole new world of excitement. To learn more about ham radio, go to helloradio.org.
Side effects of ham radio usage include mental stimulation, desire for education, new career paths, understanding of technology, and cases of addiction have been reported. If you experience any of these symptoms, you're welcome.
Ham radio. It's not your granddaddy's radio anymore.
They're your friends. They're your neighbors. They're even famous entertainers. They're teachers.
Okay, class, settle down. Open your book.
They're scientists and astronauts. They're hams. They're 650,000 strong, and they're just like you. Earning your amateur radio license is easy. Just contact the American Radio Relay League at 1-800-326-3942.
New pitch in the ballgame here for the visiting North Shore Navigators. Jake Gigliotti is going to pitch. He is 1-3 in 6 appearances with a 7.71 ERA. 14 innings pitched, 12 hits, 12 runs, all earned, 7 walks to 17 strikeouts. And for Sarcone, he's going to pitch 5 full, 19 batters faced, no runs, 5 hits, including a double. A walk, 3 strikeouts, and he pitched a total of 72 pitches, 45 for strikes. First pitch there to Caden Trunkle, the lefty, was high for a ball 1-0. Currently, Sarcone in line for the win. Not shot into left center. Going to chase this one is the left fielder, Lawler, and he will do so.
Well, if you're the Suns, you got to hope that maybe this pitching change is going to spark the offense somehow.
You would hope so with the really lack of success that Gigliotti has had with the 7.71 ERA, 3 losses to his record. I think that hopefully this will be a turnaround here for the Suns. 2, 3, 4 hitters.
Pitch well inside.
One out on the board already. Haven't generated any offense yet this game.
Here's the 1-0. That one misses low. Now 2-0.
For the Suns, really the only form of a threat coming in the previous inning.
That one hit in the air towards left. Charging in is Lawler, and he will make that grab as well.
Well, Lawler's been busy out there and left today. Suns have hit some lazy fly balls out there.
Jackson Peterson.
6. It's 2 innings worth.
There you go. The Suns just haven't been able to get it together here yet. Still plenty of baseball left, but here in the middle of the order up here, and Gigliotti's really been set the first 2 guys down.
That's foul back, and whoa, there's an outing there. Peterson 0 for 2 on the day, a couple swinging strikeouts. That misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One, slow changeup, misses outside. This one hit high in the air towards, guess where? Left field. Lawler looking up, and he will collect the trio of outs in this inning. A 1-2-3 inning, fly out to left, fly out to left, and fly out to left. We head now through 6 full to the top of the 7th, still 6-0. North Shore leads Pittsfield. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
At the American Lung Association, we're fighting for a day when we can all breathe easier. We're fighting for clear skies over every city and healthy lungs throughout the country. We're fighting to free millions of Americans from the addictive grip of tobacco and the devastating effects of lung disease. The American Lung Association isn't just fighting for air, we're fighting for all the things that make it worth breathing, and we can use your help. See what you can do at fightingforair.org.
Give yourself the gift of a comfortable retirement by setting some cash aside for yourself. Saving a little of your monthly income can be as affordable as the average holiday gift. If retirement is near, you'll want to start saving right away. If you're younger, begin saving now, and compound interest will help your retirement funds snowball. A great way to figure out how much you'll need to save for retirement is to learn how much you'll get from Social Security. Do that in minutes at www.socialsecurity.gov/estimator.
Exercise is hard. So is maintaining a healthy diet. Of course, neither is half as hard as dying. Sadly, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke kill nearly 1 million people a year. Even sadder, most of these deaths are preventable with a few lifestyle changes, including regular activity, healthier eating, and not smoking. Talk to your doctor about your risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And if your doctor recommends lifestyle changes or medication, listen. The reason so many die is because not enough are willing to change. You can stop it, starting right now. It's your life. Listen to your doctor. Eat better. Get moving. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES. A message from the American Diabetes Association.
Top of the 7th, 6, 7, 8 batters for the Navs. Bravo batting, Fisher on deck, Calero in the hole. John Morrison out for a second inning of work as he winds and deals. First pitch, that's low, 1-0. And the 1-0. This is inside, tight as well on the high end.
Morrison's had trouble locating some of his pitches so far. He's run up 3 full counts in the previous inning. Now 2 balls already here to Lawler.
That one is a foul ball.
Excuse me, Bravo.
Bravo got a good piece of that one. Just shanked it foul. He's been a guy that's been reliable all day long for the North Shore Navigators.
That also fouled off. Looks like we got a camp group on. Line up for Morrison and the 2-2. A check swing. Did he go? He did not. Again, correct call. That will be 3-2.
Bravo with a sacrifice fly back in the 2nd. Double in the 4th, scored a run, and walked in the 5th. Here is the 7th.
Payoff is in and out of the glove there. Peterson missed high. That is another walk. That's been a real detriment. It was giving up free bases.
Well, we started off with Mike Noki. He did not give up a walk, and then Jared Henry came in, gave up 2, and now John Morrison with 3. Morrison, although he does strike out a lot of people, does also give up his fair share of walks.
First pitch runs inside. 1-0. They're setting up outside. Snap throw over to first. Back in safely there is Bravo. Suns have not gotten it going offensively here today. Only 5 hits being doubled up by North Shore as that misses upstairs. 2-1. Oh, as here comes Matt Gedman. No one warming up in the pen. This will be interesting. Oh, we have a quick shot. FCBL scoreboard time. Trip around.
Taking a look at FCBL action this afternoon, we've had one game go final. It was the 3rd game in a row between the Worcester Bravehearts and the Nashua Silver Knights. Worcester takes that one 11-9. Right now, Brockton and Bristol are in the midst of a heated battle. Brockton currently leads that one 4-3. Bristol started the game off with a 3-run first. That one being a Brandon Miller 3-run home run before the Rocks struck back with home runs of their own. Gabe Gioso with a 2-run shot and Evan Slight with a home run in the 4th, a solo shot to make it 3-3. And going ahead in the 5th inning was Brockton.
Swing and miss, and boy, was that a swing and a half. Count is now 2-2.
So again, Worcester 11-9 over the Silver Knights. Brockton up 4-3 on the Blues in the top of the 5th, and the North Shore Navigators leading your Pittsfield Suns 6-0.
That one is low in the dirt. Good block there by Peterson.
Another 3-ball count by John Morrison. Just hasn't been as sharp as we've seen him in his previous starts or appearances out of the bullpen, which he has made as well.
Count is full, nobody gone. Payoff is a line shot, and no, it's underneath the glove of the second baseman who had a play at second, but does not make it. It's underneath the glove, and he loses it. Really don't think we have any other way to put that other than an error.
It's a tough one. That's a tough call. Ball bullet right back to Coley. He's just unable to handle it, so. Take a peek.
We'll decipher it. First pitch over towards third, and it's bobbled by the third baseman. Throw over to first is not in time. Bases are loaded now. That is a clear-cut error.
Looked like Klimovic might have gotten a little overzealous on that one. Ready to tag out Logan Bravo as he came into his range, and he just didn't secure the baseball.
Now Morrison in trouble, and these fielders are not helping him out whatsoever here.
The bases are loaded here. Here's Nolan Watson. Infield is in. Hits the outside corner, 0-1. This one swung super early. It's fouled back. It's 0-2.
So that got a piece there of Nolan Watson. He's going to hobble it off. Umpire going to go out and deliver the ball to John Morrison. Give Watson some extra time.
Yeah, it's going to be an error on Coley as well. Be an 0-2 count. And the pitch. That one misses low. The count is 1-2. Here's the 1-2. That one, a hot shot over the head of the shortstop as he was playing in. It goes into left. One run comes in, and they're going to try for two, and they will get two as the left fielder lost it. But the run was going to come in either way. That is a 2 RBI single by Nolan Watson.
Slowly but surely, this game is getting away from the Suns.
As explosive at times as we have seen this offense be this, and assuming it stays at 8-run lead might just be too much for them.
Over to Kolumovic, a throw over to second, and he loses it. Runners will advance, and now it's 9-0. The defense is falling apart here this inning. That'll be a fielder's choice, and everyone advances off the throwing error by the third baseman, Kolumovic. Or was that a fielding error by Coley? That we'll have to look back on. Hot shot to the first baseman. There's an easy out. Line drive.
Left fielder number 2, Sean Lawler.
There's Sean Lawler now. Infield still in as the Suns are down 9-0.
Well, up until this point, for the most part, it has been death by 1,000 cuts for this Suns team.
Another line shot there to Barry. There's the gold glove when you need it.
Again, North Shore putting up their runs in small pieces for the most part this afternoon, but this inning kind of beginning to stand out as a pretty bad spot for this Suns team, especially the Suns defense.
Here's the pitch. That's fouled off. Now Jerry has a 0-1 count. I'm certainly going to have to go back and look at all of this.
Got messy pretty quickly there.
And now my score sheet, no less. That is low in the dirt. Good block there by Peterson. I'm going to have to find some sort of way where I can get all these put together. Here's a 1-1. It's the inside corner, called strike 2. Here's a 1-2, just misses. Blown outside.
Morrison definitely wanted that one. Gave the umpire an extra look. Kind of tapped his glove a little bit, saying, come on, that's a strike, but didn't get it.
2-2. Caught on a miss for strike 3. Suns finally get out of the inning, but what an ugly inning it was. Unofficially, 3 runs off 1 hit, 3 errors, and 2 men left. We're now going to head to the bottom of the 7th for stretch time, listening to Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Leading us in Take Me Out to the Ball Game is the legend himself and Wacona Park's own Banjo Joe. Everybody sing along.
Bottom of the 7th for the Suns. They're running out of time here as they fell apart last inning. 3 total errors unofficially, as it'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters. Bottom of the 7th. Trail at 9-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. Malcolm, a double, was picked off at second, trying to swipe third without anyone noticing. The bender misses high, 1-0. Also grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. The 1-0. High fly ball out to right. Going back there is Kretschmar, and he will collect the out.
It has been anything but easy going here for the Suns. Just pitching hasn't worked out. Defense hasn't worked out. The bats just have not come alive here. We are 8 outs away from ending this game.
Bogus 1 for 2, a single his last time up. Gigliotta with the first pitch. Below the knees, 1-0. Here's a 1-0. Bender and misses low and in.
Bogus, the guy that singled his last time up, made it all the way to third, but the Suns could not get him in.
2-0, that does hit on the lower inside corner, 2-1.
Game could be so much different. The Suns cash in on a couple of opportunities, and it starts really with that double by Matt Malcolm back in the second.
Here's the 2-1 from Gigliotta. Shatters his bat. This one a slow roller towards short. Throw it to first, way offline. And there's not going to be an advance. We nearly threw it into the dugout. But he beat that one out. That's going to be a base hit there for Bogus. And the broken bat really helped them out.
Yes, it did. We've seen that a couple times this year. A slow roller on the infield grass, slowed down by the infield grass. And the shortstop, Bravo, there, no chances. He was playing deep on the start of that one.
Here's Bryce Osmond. He's 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch, low outside corner, called strike 0-1. The 0-1. That pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1. Hot shot past the pitcher, but towards second. Flip over to short for 1. Over to first. Not in time. No error. You can't assume a double play, so that'll go 4-6 on the fielder's choice.
The center fielder, number 34, Don Hughes.
Hughes also 0 for 2. Got 2 groundouts, 1 to the first baseman, 1 to the shortstop. Hughes a good-sized lead over at first. Gigliotta with the pitch. That one misses low. 1-0.
Bottom of the 7th here. 2 outs in the inning. See if Hughes can get some 2-out magic started for the Suns.
Hot shot into center. The center fielder coming in will make the grab on the line out. That will end the inning just as much as that got the hopes up for the Suns. That will end the inning. And in the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. We head now through 7 full to the top of the 8th. 9-0 Navigators. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
Check it out, it's the Terminator. Hey, when'd you get back, huh?
Did you have to shoot anyone? Why are you so distant? Are you not happy to see me?
So what's the deal? You gonna get a job now or what?
Why are you being so jumpy? Put all that stuff behind you, okay?
No one knows what it's like to come back from Iraq or Afghanistan unless they were there. Join other veterans at communityofveterans.org because we know where you're coming from. Brought to you by Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America and the Ad Council.
Did you know the third leading cause of fire deaths for older adults is cooking? Hi, I'm Rob Neal from the United States Fire Administration with important fire safety tips for seniors. Never leave cooking unattended because a serious fire can start in seconds. Don't wear loose clothing while cooking. Keep towels and pot holders away from the range. Double check the kitchen before you go to bed or leave your home. This message is brought to you by the United States Fire Administration, your local fire department, and this radio station.
Give yourself the gift of a comfortable retirement by setting some cash aside for yourself. Saving a little of your monthly income can be as affordable as the average holiday gift. If retirement is near, you'll want to start saving right away. If you're younger, begin saving now, and compound interest will help your retirement funds snowball. A great way to figure out how much you'll need to save for retirement is to learn how much you'll get from Social Security. Do that in minutes at www.socialsecurity.gov/estimator.
It is the top of the eighth. A couple defensive changes now. Over at short is Nate Cormier, and left is Kyle Kronk, and in center is Jack Cooney. First pitch swinging, and it's fouled out from the lefty, Cade Kretschmar, the only man not to get to home plate and have some chances seeing pitches. So it's a 0-1 count. Morrison with the pitch. That misses low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, this is not the usual 8th inning situation where we'd normally see John Morrison.
Now the 0-1. Misses.
We've seen him pitch late into games as a starter at times. Now acting as sort of a mop-up guy for the Suns. Try to spell some of the other arms in their pen.
That misses low. Now 3-1.
Speaking of the pen down there, got some guys working to the Suns. Kelvin Sosa is one of the guys, the lefty up and throwing now. A couple of guys stretching out their arms. Look like maybe possibly get this game.
This is low, and that's going to walk him. Ton of walks. Really been the killer for the Suns here today. Nothing is going their way. And they continue to shoot themselves in the foot. Speaking of walks, twice and the past 2 times, Bravo's been up. He has walked. He also has a double and 2 total runs scored with a sacrifice fly to boot. Throw over to first. Not in time. A pickoff motion towards first. No throw. Way low, way outside. Somehow stopped there by Peterson.
Peterson's had to work pretty hard behind the dish here tonight. Got some balls that have been in the dirt, up and over the batter's heads, and pretty much everything you can think of. He's really had to work hard back there.
Hot shot to third. Great pick by Kalumovic. Throw over to second for 1. Over to first. Not in time. The throw's too high. But a 5-4 fielder's choice. A great snap there by Kalumovic.
And a nice snag as well by Barry at first base. That throw a little offline from Coley. But Barry kept it in front of him.
Now here's Madoc Fisher. This is the only play that will be reviewed officially. Last time he reached on an error that may change after the game. That's the only one play in dispute at this point in the juncture. Pitch foul back. That pitch is upstairs. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. That does hit just at the knees somehow, and it's 1-2. That one's fouled back. We'll go again to 1-2.
Interested to see how long that the Suns are going to go here with Morrison. Looks like he's probably going to finish out the inning and then he'll take over in the bullpen. Ryan Langford is starting to warm up now. Calvin Sosa has sat down.
Hits the inside corner, called. Strike 3. This will bring up Keegan Calero.
Second baseman, number 29, Keegan Calero.
Here's the first pitch from Morrison. The pitch is high, 1-0.
Not used to this Suns team being scoreless on the board through 7 innings of play.
Let alone giving up this many runs.
Right.
Curve, and that one's a good one at that. It's on the inside corner, called strike.
It's been one of those weird games. The Suns had one of those last week, too, at Brockton.
That one misses alone outside, 2-1.
The games that we've called here have been pretty close, if not victories for the Suns. I can't pinpoint a game where the Suns have been blown out like this.
Not at home.
At home, right.
That pitch just misses low. Now 3-1. Morrison, the 3-1. Swung on, rocketed foul. Where did that go?
It went inside where the tarp is.
I don't think it did. I think it rocketed underneath the fence.
Really?
And got through. I think someone might have picked it up.
Yeah, it might be. I think it's kind of lodged inside there. I don't see anybody coming away with the ball.
They're looking underneath the bleachers now. Payoff, high fly ball out to center. Going back here is the new center fielder, and that will be Cooney who comes away with it. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left. We now head through 7.5 to the bottom of the 8th. Pittsfield Suns trail 9-0. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network. You're going to listen in this week, Caroline. Because why not?
Keep it going, folks.
Bottom of the 8th, it'll be the 9-1-2 hitters. Kolomovic, Coley, and Schrenkel do up. Kolomovic having a great game. He's 2 for 2.
Leading off for the Suns, the third baseman, number 1.
The Suns looking for any kind of bright spot here in this action. Offense trying to deliver some sort of redeeming couple runs here in this last 2 innings.
First pitch. That's in there with some digits. Called strike. 0-1 here to the lefty.
I think Kolomovic has been one of the only offensive bright spots that we've seen here tonight.
That misses high. Letter high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's 2 for 2 outings. The only guy on the Suns with 2 hits. Matt Malcolm, Connor Berry. Jeff August did have 2 hits. He had 2 for 3, so.
Swung on down the third base line, and it somehow gets fair. The throw over to first is in time. It put the English and made it go fair. What an awkward play.
Wow. That's tough. That is tough.
So he grounds out to his own position, and here's Mark Coley, 0 for 3 on the day.
Coley with a couple of tough plays defensively in the last couple innings. Try and put something on the board here to buy back some goodwill.
That pitch misses high, 1-0. That pitch misses high as well. Now 2-0.
Well, a bright spot for the Suns in the 8th inning. That's the first time they didn't allow the North Shore Navigators to score since the 3rd inning. So at least you got a break from that.
This one pushed towards the second baseman. A flip over to first in time. And it's Coley who grounds out to his own position now. And this will bring up Caden Trenkle.
Fielder number 36, Caden Trenkle.
What once was a hot and humid day at the ballpark here has cooled off to a very pleasant temperature.
It's a beautiful night for fireworks.
Yes, it is. Well, Colin Quinn.
On the field and then after the game.
You're in luck, my friend, because we might just have some of those. It is the 4th of July, after all.
You are indeed correct. There's also still a bottom of the 9th to be had, so you never know what could happen here.
We've seen Stranger Things, and I'm not talking about Netflix. The first pitch is in there, called strike.
Stranger Things 3 just came out on Netflix today, actually.
Oh, yeah, season 3.
Season 3.
Still haven't seen it.
Yeah, me either.
0-1. Big swing and miss. The count now is 0-2. Let's see. Game of Thrones, I've never seen an episode of.
Nope.
Either.
Breaking Bad? Nope.
Yeah, I've seen it. My wife forced me. Oh, boy. That one just a grade school swing. The throw will go over to first, but the runner is already out. He gave himself up. So it'll be a strikeout swinging, 2 unassisted, and that's going to end the inning. We head now through 8 full to the top of the 9th. 9-0 Navigators all over the Suns. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
The following commercial is sponsored by feedthepig.org, an organization devoted to helping you save money. We will not entice you with messages like
lowest prices in town, dealer approved, certified pre-owned.
Nor will we brag about our
Huge selection, enormous variety.
We will offer no contingencies like
See store for details. Legal exclusions apply.
because we simply want to help you spend smarter and save better. Log on to feedthepig.org. Find the benefits of saving for every stage of life. Brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
So here's my cell phone number, my husband's cell phone number, and here's the number to the grandparents. The number of the restaurant we'll be at. It's just down the block. And I told the neighbors you were here. So if anything happens, anything at all, don't hesitate to call. And what's your cell phone number again? I don't think I put that in.
Honey.
What?
Honey, he'll be fine. Okay, let's go.
I know you're right.
The odds of a babysitter calling 911, 1 in 1,400. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 150. You know the odds of autism. Now learn some of the signs. No big smiles or other joyful expressions by 6 months. No back and forth sharing of sounds or facial expressions by 9 months. And no babbling by 12 months. To learn more of the signs and more about autism, visit autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
It is the top of the 9th, and it's 9-0. Navigators have been all over the Suns all day long. Here comes Nolan Watson. He is 1 for 3. 2 RBI, stolen base and a run scored. Great day for him. Here's a pitch from new pitcher Ryan Langford. Cut on a miss for strike one, 0-1. Also, new third baseman Matt Valenti.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not entirely sure what Ryan Langford is doing in this ball game. He has been one of the Suns' best pitchers this year. In fact, he has currently the lowest ERA on the team at .84, 10 2/3 pitched, 1 earned run allowed. I'm surprised to see him out there tonight in what is a blowout loss for the Suns.
When was the last time he pitched?
June 27th.
That would explain it. 2-1. That's foul back. He hasn't pitched in forever. He needs some innings.
That's right. But he has been so good with the Suns, definitely. No denying that. Just 1 earned run given up all season long. His 8 appearances. This is his 9th now.
That one is foul back. And that's going to roll. Let's see. Is anyone going to catch that? Yes, they are.
Well, that's interesting. You get a free souvenir maybe if you camped out, wait for the fireworks.
Staple here at Pittsfield. The 2-2. Caught on a miss, strike 3. He needed to get some innings, and what better way to get some innings with, well, a good old strikeout.
Third baseman, number 11, Andrew Olzak.
Andrew Olzak reached on a fielder's choice catching and fielding error by Marcoli, but officially on the day, he's 1 for 5. Big swing and miss, 0-1. That one just misses low. Now 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the Suns bullpen has emptied out. Everyone's now in the dugout with the team.
1-1 way outside, also high, 2-1.
Navigators look like they got a couple of guys down there, one of them throwing. Let's see if they're going to have a new pitcher for the bottom of the 9th.
That's on the outside corner, called strike. Count is 2-2. That misses. And the payoff will be the next pitch. Swung on, foul back. We'll go again. And it also is fouled off. We'll go yet again.
That one had some legs on it, arcing over the trees off to our right here.
Very bleak sunset. Very, very dark purple. That's fouled back towards us, and this will be the 9th pitch of the plate appearance here for Olzak. By bleak, I mean it's a beautiful, dark, mysterious sunset. You could still see some of the bright orange peeking through, but really the entire sky has engulfed it, it appears. Again, the payoff. Again, a foul ball, and we'll go to now to 10 pitches.
Well, Olzak putting up a really, really nice at-bat here. Doesn't matter what the score is, 9-0 in favor of the Navigators, but still making the pitcher Langford work here. It's the 10th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Got a huge crowd on hand right here. Out in front of Wacona Park in the grass line. The parking lot is completely full. I mean, you can fit another car in there if you wanted to. Again, the payoff. Again, a foul ball. Make it 11 pitches. Guys, you mind if I head downstairs real quick? I mean, nothing else is happening. Finally, a swing and a miss. Throws over to first in time for the second out of the inning. There's a KS 2-3 on 11 pitches.
Well, Ryan Langford getting in his work here.
Yeah.
2 strikeouts just like that.
The highest pitch count we've ever seen here at Wacona Park was 13. And that was back all the way in 2012. You're going way back. Wetero will dig in 0 for 5 and a swing and miss. Here's the 0-1. Another wave and miss right out in front of it.
Wow, Ryan Langford's got it going on right now. Doesn't matter. Like I said, doesn't matter what the score is. He's just out there dealing, really.
It's hardly a surprise from what we've seen of him this season. He has been
the 0-2 swung on a miss. Strike 3, striking out the side in the ninth. And that's the opportunity the Suns needed. Now they just need to grab 9 runs within 3 outs. Bottom 9, we head to. Suns trail the Navigators 9-0. You're listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
Exercise is hard. So is maintaining a healthy diet. Of course, neither is half as hard as dying. Sadly, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke kill nearly 1 million people a year. Even sadder, most of these deaths are preventable with a few lifestyle changes, including regular activity, healthier eating, and not smoking. Talk to your doctor about your risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And if your doctor recommends lifestyle changes or medication, listen. The reason so many die is because not enough are willing to change. You can stop it, starting right now. It's your life. Listen to your doctor. Eat better. Get moving. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES. A message from the American Diabetes Association.
They're your friends. They're your neighbors. They're even famous entertainers. They're teachers.
Okay, class, settle down. Open your books.
They're scientists and astronauts. They're hams. They're 650,000 strong and they're just like you. Earning your amateur radio license is easy. Just contact the American Radio Relay League at 1-800-326-3942.
Connor Berry gonna dig in. Connor Berry, it's gonna be the heart of the order. The Suns, well, they need a big rally and then some. Gigliotta staying in as the first pitch. Ooh, that's called a strike. Not sure where in the world that one hit. That was about 3 inches off the plate, but hey, I'm wearing red, not blue. Here's the 0-1. And that one's not called a strike. So the count is where it should be. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1. That one swung on foul back. The catch that 1 and 2. Some fireworks in the horizon and vicinity.
There. May not have been able to hear them on our broadcast this evening. I would go with May. That would be my guess.
About 5 separate spots there for fireworks, I see. Pitch misses, long outside, 2 and 2. Yeah, you're going to keep on hearing fireworks. Gigliotta with a 2-2. Check swing. They can appeal. He didn't go. Count is full at 3 and 2. Pitch is high. That's going to walk him. Now, if Gigliotta ends this ball game with a Navigators win, and he pitches through the entirety of it, he is going to be given a save in a 9-0 or up to 9-8 win. It all depends on what the score would be.
The catcher, number 13, Jackson Peterson.
Well, there's some fireworks going around the area. The Suns are looking to make some fireworks of their own.
Comeback starts here, boys.
There you go.
Got a first man on. Can't score 9 if you don't score 1.
Well, the bullpen is cleaned out for both teams now, so
they can easily run back.
They're pretty confident out there, it looks like, for North Shore. But As you mentioned, of course, they could run back pretty quickly. Get somebody going if necessary.
See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. Places for fireworks. Pitch hits the lower outside corner. 0-1. Runner goes. And that will be a defensive indifference, not a stolen base, as the pitch missed.
Well, might as well send him over to third, too, while you're at it. You just got to let him have it.
No,
This
third baseman's right there.
Get this crowd cheering for something. They're pretty dismal.
They got 9 runs of cushion, but that one is fouled off. Yes, it is. Just off the front knob of the bat and on the hands. So it'll be a 1-2 count here. Here's a 1-2. Oh, that missed low. Now 2-2.
That one was much closer than the first pitch to Connor Berry here to start off the bottom of the ninth inning, that's for sure.
That was a gutsy take by Peterson. You've seen that one called a strike many times this afternoon.
2-2. Swung on, foul behind us. There you go again to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Swung on a miss for strike 3. So down goes Peterson, his 3rd strikeout of the ball game, officially ending more than likely with an 0 for 4 performance. The DH, number 27, Matt Malcolm.
From Princeton University, number 28, Taylor Beckett.
Rather make that Taylor Beckett the pinch hitter, or the, again, you can't pinch hit for a designated hitter. Taylor Beckett will dig in. Beckett, only 8 games played, 2 for 29 for RBI, but trying to get his marker up here with a pinch hit or replacing the DH. That pitch misses low, 1-0.
Well, we saw it a few days ago on the Facebook live stream. He performed admirably in the home run derby win against North Shore in North Shore. Beckett launching 5 homers on what seemed like about 7 pitches.
That's fouled back.
Does have some power, clearly. It just hasn't really showed it yet in this park, or really in the entire season, except for that one exception at North Shore in the home run derby.
A 1-1. It's called a strike.
It's about the same pitch that Connor Berry got called a strike on, and then one of Jackson Peterson you guys just saw is much more of a strike than that one.
1-2. That's called strike 3. At least that one was a strike. Now the Suns are down to their final out. They just need Taylor Beckett to step up to the dish, once more through the lineup this inning.
Now batting for the Suns, the left fielder, number 2, Kyle Cronk.
Kyle Cronk came in as a defensive replacement back in the 8th. Cronk on the season, batting all right. Just under the average for the Suns, 251. He's batting 250. No homers, 3 RBI. First pitch, he did go on the breaking ball, and that's swinging strike 1.
The best part about this league is you get to put this one behind you and get right back at it tomorrow. So one's not over yet, but pretty bleak at this moment.
The 0-1 fastball misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. This hits the outside corner. Suns now down to their final strike. Gigliotti with the pitch. That's fouled back. We'll go again to 1-2. Gigliotti with the 1-2. Pitch misses upstairs. 2-2 as Barry did a bit of a comic act over on second. Bluff running over to third and very exaggerated tone.
That actually wasn't the first pitch on which he's done that. Saw it a couple times here during this at-bat.
There's a 2-2. Swung on, foul first base side. Weterow going try to grab it. He will do so. That's going to end the contest on the foul pop out. So the Suns lose by a 9-0 rout to the North Shore Navigators. We'll be right back with the Pittsfield Suns post-game show on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network.
Type 2 diabetes is a serious chronic health threat in America. It affects tens of millions of people. Many people who have the disease don't know it. Diabetes can cause health problems such as heart disease, strokes, amputations, and blindness. Talk to your doctor, get screened if you're at risk, and learn how to avoid becoming one of the millions of new cases of diabetes each year. You can help prevent type 2 diabetes. A message from CDC and HHS.
So here's my cell phone number, my husband's cell phone number, and here's the number to the grandparents. The number of the restaurant we'll be at, it's just down the block. And I told the neighbors you were here, so if anything happens, anything at all, don't hesitate to call. And what's your cell phone number again? I don't think I put that in.
Honey.
Just what?
Honey, he'll be fine. Okay, let's go.
I know you're right.
The odds of a babysitter calling 911, 1 in 1,400. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 150. You know the odds of autism. Now learn some of the signs. No big smiles or other joyful expressions by 6 months. No back and forth sharing of sounds or facial expressions by 9 months. And no babbling by 12 months. To learn more of the signs and more about autism, visit autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Welcome to the Pittsfield Suns post-game show on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network. Now, back to Paul Dowd Field at historic Wacona Park in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, with your host, Billy Madewell, Steve O'Brien, and Colin Quinn.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pittsfield Suns post-game show here on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network. Billy Madewell, Steve O'Brien Jr., Colin Quinn. Guys, Pittsfield Suns, exact mirror, exact opposite. We're living in a fantasy world of what they have been like the entire season.
It was pretty tough to watch if you're a Suns fan. Pitching didn't have it. The few hits the offense got were inconsequential. Defense wasn't there. Not much good you can pick out of this one, if anything at all.
No, definitely not. Really tough game for the Pittsfield Suns. Just didn't have it at all tonight. It was just a mix of pretty much everything that really went wrong for the Suns. No hits, really, and pitching wasn't great. Defense was shaky at times, too. So you just got to put this one in your back pocket and look towards the next one. Like I said, it's a long summer, but a short summer. And just got to forget about this one and move on to the next.
That's how the scoring recap went. Sack fly by Logan Bravo in the second, scored 1 run. In the fourth, they scored 3 runs. Solo shot by Malgeri. A wild pitch that scored Kretschmer. And an RBI single by Keegan Calero. Another run in the fifth off a wild pitch. Ben Malgeri scored off that. Another run in the sixth. An RBI single by Andrew Olzak. 3 came in the seventh. 2 RBI double by Nolan Watson. Then a fielder's choice error scored in another run. And the Suns lost 9-0 in a rout. Winning pitcher goes to Tristan Sarcone. He will get the win. Jake Gigliotti came in the sixth. He's actually going to get the save, pitching 3+ innings, and actually pitched 4. He pitched the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Getting the loss will be Mike Noki. Pittsfield Suns, their player of the game, there's a dual player of the game for the Suns, and that is Jeff Bogus and Jack Lumovic, both going 2 for 3. And then for the Pittsfield Suns, looking at their pitchers, and the pitcher of tonight, it's got to be Ryan Langford. 3 strikeouts in 1 inning, 3 batters faced. He struck out the side, struck out as many batters as he faced, as the Suns lose in this one by a final score of 9-0. Guys, your final thoughts on tonight's contest?
I think this is one of those nights where you just kind of toss out the game film and start fresh tomorrow, pretend like this one never happened. They were able to do it the other night against Bristol. See if they can do it tomorrow night against Nashua. But for all the fans that came out today, fantastic fireworks show about to happen. I'm certainly excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, you said it best. You had the game against Bristol just a couple of nights ago, and you thumped them 8-0. Then you come back and you get thumped 9-0 here. So it's just one you got to throw away, and that's exactly what they did when they lost to Brockton just a week ago, like 16-6. They threw that one away and got the next one. That's what they got to do. And Nashua's going to come in here tomorrow looking hungry for a win, and the Suns going to have to look even hungrier than the Silver Knights. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big test for the Pittsfield Suns.
This ball game started at 6:32. We had a Sun delay scare, but it was not an actual delay. Ended at 9:17 for a game time total of 2 hours and 45 minutes. For the Pittsfield Suns, they try to throw this one away as they have a baseball game tomorrow as they face the Nashua Silver Knights. And that will be here at home at Wacona Park tomorrow. And that'll be game time of 6:30, pregame set for 6:15. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us. For players, coaches, umpires, and fans, alongside Steve O'Brien Jr. and Colin Quinn, this is Billy Madewell saying Happy Independence Day. And we will sign off saying thank you for listening on our Independence Day on the 4th of July and watching Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network. Have a happy rest of your 4th. Stay safe, and we'll see you all here tomorrow night.
Thank you for listening to Pittsfield Suns Baseball on the Pittsfield Suns Baseball Network. Please join us next time for more exciting baseball action from Paul Dowd Field at historic Wacona Park. This play-by-play broadcast of Pittsfield Suns Baseball was a production of the Pittsfield Suns. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the accounts and descriptions of this game without the expressed written consent of the Pittsfield Suns is strictly prohibited.